was Floyd and he was me,
Yeah.
he would never have to fight again because the exhibition shit,
Yeah.
as me being his little brother, hey, little bro, we finna do 10 rounds and we both gonna get 100+ million for it.
Right.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well,
right.
well, I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Right.
And you ain't never got to.
Yo, you know the deal. We back again. We never slacking. Word 'em up. Ladies and guys, whether if you drunk or you high, it's time to pay respects to the illest man alive. If you think you got a point, he'll shrink you down to size. And from there it's downhill like a slinky or a slide. Open your eyes, got a deep connection with the rise, so you might see them jump in whenever they go live. Peep it, this channel blowing up now, it's not a secret. With tons of exclusive interviews to listen to. Them other channels I hate, but yo, they missing clues. They start narratives, sip the goose and twist the truth. It don't take a rocket scientist to get the proof. Just click the live at 4 p.m. Eastern time. But when you chime in, make sure you keep it kind. But if cowards want to debate, then it's feasting time. My man Jusdu shine busy all the time. Grind 24/7, 365. Videos he might have 365. My rhyme's sick, they make you do a 365. You get a rich if you think you fit to survive. It's Jusdueboxing, time to click the live. Ain't no beginners, if you soft, you ain't down to ride. I crush you, respect too, it's Jusdu. He got the illest boxing show on the internet. The boy been a threat and he ain't even had dinner yet. Word 'em up. Yeah. You know what time it is. "4 p.m. Eastern. Click the link.
In the building. Make sure y'all subscribe to Jusdueboxing, the best boxing talk on YouTube.
Jusdueboxing in the building, 4 o'clock shorty, man. Y'all make sure y'all check him out. He's going to be live today at 4 o'clock, man. And he's going to be spewing some good stuff as he always do with an unbiased approach, man. He's probably the most unbiased channel on YouTube.
What's going on? And one of my favorite channels, if y'all into that pugilistic perfection, if y'all into that boxing, that's that boy Jusdueboxing here on YouTube. Make sure y'all check out Jusdueboxing, the only unbiased boxing channel on YouTube, because I am definitely biased when I talk about boxing. So
as always, we got to shout out everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to my brother Jusdu. Y'all make sure y'all go sub to Just, man. Just doing a hell of a job over there. Had a great interview today. The brother, and I say it respectfully, one of the most non-biased individuals that I've ever heard speak on the sport of boxing. And I got a lot of love and respect for my brother Just, man. And right now, we're going to give him his just due. Shout out to my brother Jusdu, man. Much love.
What up, what's good with the family? How y'all feeling on this good Monday? We back to build on this boxing and give it its just due, how we always do, how only we know how to do, you know? Smash the like button on the way in, sub to the channel, turn your notifications on. Y'all already know the etiquette, man, and say what's up to the fan, man. We on the road to 10K and 1 million likes, man, and we gonna get there. We gonna get there. What's good with the Cash Sports? My guy, man. Jordan in the building. Creole the Traveler. What's good, Creole? Appreciate you, bro. That's my guy, Judah. Thrill Hill in the building. Sati. What's good with it, fam? How you feeling? Oh, it's the morning. Where you at? Appreciate you pulling up through Facebook. Come on and join us on YouTube, man. Come on and join us, man. Y'all smash the like button. We gonna talk this boxing a little bit, man. No, I just seen the interview. You know, we gonna watch it together. I seen the interview with Teofimo. You know, his ass been in the water for all the wrong reasons lately. You know, he was on record saying how he wasn't going to apologize to Turki Alashikh. He went from that to apologizing to Turki Alashikh publicly. And I found it to be a bit funny. But, you know, just because it's T.O. and it's a guy that I don't, you know, favor too much, don't mean you know, I'm gonna still keep the same energy. I'm really not a fan of this whole, you know, getting on your knees for Turki and you know, selling. I'm not into all of that stuff. I feel like if you are in business and your business is boxing, right? And your last opportunity just came in from Turki Alashikh, that might not be a guy that you want to burn bridges with. So even though, you know, a lot of people like, oh, you know, he bending the knee, he's selling out and he walking it back. I get all of that. Yeah, he definitely walking it back, but it's something that he should do respectfully. Like, he should do that. You get what I'm saying? This is about business. This is his career we talking about. This ain't, you know, we don't care about when nobody on him. Well, he shouldn't care when nobody on YouTube talking about. You get what I'm saying? He really got to think about his career. And remember, I said this, if he was smart, he would get in front of that and kind of mend that broken, you know, kind of mend that fence, man, and kind of get that situation rectified, right? Kind of fix that situation that he messed up. Because make no mistake, he messed it up for himself, talking crazy, being reckless, and he had to walk it back. And shout out to Punch Drunk. I always give credit to the creators. You know, he interviewed T.O. He one of the guys that got all kinds of access to him. But we gonna go over this, and look, this is with no slight to this man. Shout out to him for interviewing him. But when you got that kind of access to a fighter and he find himself at a time in his career where he could use some words of advice, some game, that's what you should use it for. And I just don't be hearing that. It'd be more like enabling and, oh, it's okay. It's like you patting him on his ass and telling him everything he doing is okay, so to speak. Nah, that's your opportunity to say, hey, man, while we on it, I'm glad you did apologize, man. It's your career you gotta worry about, right? You got a kid to raise, right? You get what I'm saying? You want a future in boxing. Your prime is already short. You don't want to shorten it by burning bridges and limiting yourself and finding yourself on the sideline with no opportunities. I said this shit would happen. Y'all, for those that was in here when I talk about this, you seeing it play out right now. This is the reason why he would come out and publicly walk it back and then get on another platform and explain what he meant and why he apologized. Yeah, that's what he need, accountability. And that's what, you know, Turki kind of clipping the cord, so to speak. That's what it forces him to do. It forces him to be a man. You get what I'm saying? And that's what he's not used to. So I like the fact that move was made, and it looks like if they might be getting a positive result. Because again, I don't care how big and bad you think you are, you're not bigger than the sport. And whenever you behave in a manner that's, you know, demonstrating that you feel as though you think you bigger than the sport, then you're gonna be humble. And that's what you're saying. You know what I mean? He could play these games all he wants. This is his career. Like I said, seemed like Top Rank has grown tired of him. You get what I'm saying? They done held his hand long enough. They done, you know, paved the way, rolled out the carpet for this man, and he just ain't done the right things after he seized the opportunity. So he'll go out here and he'll win these fights, and then he'll do things to get in his own way and take multiple steps back, as I've been saying since we've been talking about T.O. And he's just it's just an interesting but strange approach at the same time. Like, you would never understand what is it about him that's making him move the way he's moving. It's pretty ignorant. You get what I'm saying? But like I said, I hope now is the time he'll start displaying a more mature side of himself. Be a man at the end of the day. You get what I'm saying? Technique, what it do, homie? Yeah, he is. He is. Yeah, if he can get it together and just fight and build off the things that make him stand out from other fighters, he'll be fine. But he always want to go super left or super right. You get what I'm saying? He don't know how to fly straight. Mike Kirkland was good with it, bro. How you feeling, man? Yeah, he did perform. Shout out to Technique. And again, appreciate you, bro. And your shirt will be on the way. Much love. I appreciate all the support. Shout out to my brother, Mike Kirkland, getting it started with some color in the chat. Shout out to my dog. Appreciate you, man. Dante's Boxing Talk. What's good with it, homie? Shout out to Creole. Zoom Verse. Peace, Brody. How you feeling? Ty, what it do, homie? How you feeling? So, yeah, man, like I was saying, you know, he said some things in this interview with Punch Drunk, and we're gonna play it. We're gonna talk about it because look, it's out there. I want to see what moving this way has gotten him. And he did try to walk it back. So let's see if that door opens back for him, because, you know, he spoke about not selling his soul for $11 million. And it sounds like he was offered this money to fight Haney or something to that effect. So again, man, I hear him talking. He say a lot, but when it's time to do things, he don't typically make the move it seems like he should make, right? He's entitled to the move however he see fit. But man, they're giving you layups. They're giving you layups and you missing them. You get what I'm saying? They're giving you layups and you missing it, going for the Hail Mary or whatever it is you call yourself doing. But be smart, man. Pay attention to what's in front of you and stop trying to force something that's not there. You get what I'm saying? Stop trying to play promoter, businessman. Like, you get what I'm saying? Manager. Like, bro, and no disrespect. At this point, you need to just shut up and fight. Yeah, seriously, dude, gotta shut up and fight. You get what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody in the building so far, man. Y'all hit that like button as we get this stove cooking, man. Behind the Hands TV, my bro was good with it. Teal Radioactive. Oscar didn't attempt to sign him. PBC didn't want to sign, and we're gonna talk about that because Oscar made a pitch to sign him, bro. Ghetto Fab, what it do, man? How you feeling? You know what I'm saying? His next move big. He got to make it. Big Dog Willie, my guy, was good with it. Yeah, he's definitely a moron, man. But we're gonna talk about it, man. You know, reason why I'm here again, though, because it's a real fight that could come out of all of this back and forth, the nonsense, right? He really got an opportunity to fight Haney. And I want to see if he's smart enough to take that opportunity or be foolish enough to try to force a fight that one guy has no interest in, and then blame that and let that be the reason why he finds himself on the sideline again and without a fight date, without a dance partner. So we're going to see, Mike Brown, what it do, homie? How you feeling? We're going to get to it, man. But like I said, man, I just wish the people that had this kind of access to him would use it to kind of give him game, man. Like, point him in the right direction, because he clearly lost. I don't give a damn what nobody say. He clearly lost, and he need the advice. He need the advice. He need all the good advice that he can get. You get what I'm saying? He need real men around him, real people that's going to, like, encourage him to just hone his talents and what makes him great and be that. I'm going to keep saying it because the talent is all there. You know what I'm saying? It's all there. It's just him. It's mental. And it goes to show you how mental this game really is. And when you don't have that aspect under control, things can go pretty strange, right? And he's winning fights, but the headline should be how he dominated Barboza and looking to, you know, cement himself and take over the 140-pound division. I think that would be a great story for him to build on, but instead he's chose the latter like he always do. And I think this is a point where it start to catch up to him. You get what I'm saying? You hear things about, you know, like I said, you hear him trying to apologize now and walking it back from Turkey. He just was in the video. Remember, I played the video clip for y'all. That's why we play these clips, because we be having the receipts where he was saying, I don't do no apologizing. Remember when he was saying that? I don't do no apologizing. Come on, Turkey. You know what I mean? Turkey had a freaky. Remember, he had jokes. It was fun and games for him. So now he being a lot more real. It seemed like, I don't know what happened and what changed behind the scenes, but he's singing a much different tune on the Punch Drunk Boxing. So again, shout out to him before I play this video, because you know how we do. Fair use. We gonna break it down. We gonna talk about it how we always do. Cornelius, what it do, homie? How you feeling? You try to walk it back. Shout out to Fight Hype. Let me see. This was a short clip too, and we're gonna get to that.
Why did Turkey fire you?
Turkey fired me. You know, I think that it's just miscommunication. Obviously, me doing my rant a little bit, but nevertheless, you know, God willing, you know, things just pass over, and we kind of look forward to the future.
Are you still looking forward to doing business with Turkey in the future?
You know, that's whether or not we do business, I definitely just want to state out that, you know, I took a road that I shouldn't have taken in that regard. I got a lot of people watching me, looking forward to seeing what I'm going to do next, and I don't need to do disrespectful or disapproving things to His Excellency or to anyone in that castle of theirs in Saudi Arabia.
Hey, that's clear as day. You see, singing a much different tune. Fool went from, well, I don't do no apologizing. I ain't doing all that. Nah. You know, but he had the Ring magazine hat on, the Ring belt, thinking it was all good. Hey, Turki Alashikh, he had jokes. It was all fun and games. What changed behind the scenes? I wonder what changed, man. Wonder what changed. This is the shit that he's saying. That's accountability, bro. You got people watching you. You offending people. Like that's what you want to hear him speaking on, right? Because then once he get through all the BS and he can get the boxing and we can get to enjoy the talent, or maybe. You get what I'm saying? But I like to see this, and it's humbling. I know it's very humbling for him because he did a complete 180. You get what I'm saying? It was all fun and games. Remember, Turki was a dictator. Remember, it was all fun and games. Now it's like, oh, I got people watching me. You know, I said some things. You know, I ran it. I went down a path I shouldn't have went. This is what people been trying to tell you for how long, dude. But again, not enough of the right people ain't getting to him, right? You get what I'm saying? Not everybody has the access, but the right people ain't getting to him. But I think Turki Alashikh being one of the people that last provided you with an opportunity. Maybe you had time to sit down and really think about this, mull it over, and really get your mind right. You get what I'm saying? Because, you know, I think without certain opportunities, you really gonna find yourself complaining. You will never get to where you want to get to. And this is just the beginning of things to come if he didn't straighten up. So I don't know. I mean, he could be a bit unpredictable. Let's see if he changed for the better. Let's see if he really simmered down now and just focus on, you know, being the best fighter that he can be. You know what I'm saying? Being the best individual, being the best man that he could be, instead of, like I said, going off the deep end. Because it got to be humbling to know that you might not be getting an opportunity from a guy that is that you said offered you $11 million or something, and you said you ain't gonna sell out for it. Like, I don't know, man. It sound like excuses, but we gonna get to it, man. Like I said, this dude, very strange guy. I'm gonna play something real quick from Chris Algieri too. Shout out to Ann McQueen. Sheldon, what it do, homie? So you got that phone call, reminded Teofimo who signed him check. Hey, Sheldon, hey, yes, sir. They said, hey, man, hey, we about to cut you off, G. We about to cut you off. WBO came out, they made a statement. They like, man, we on your ass, man. You can't be moving like this. And that's why I was saying the walls is closing in. It was all fun and games. He was laughing and joking. Then he had to settle down and get serious. You get what I'm saying? But let's hear what Chris Algieri had to say real quick.
And honestly, this career should be studied because it's very unique. I mean, he's super talented. He's got highs, he's got lows. And he's beat great fighters when they were actually great. He's got a bunch of world titles at a very, very young age, undisputed. And he's probably the lowest paid of all of these guys that we're talking about. When we're talking about Devin Haney, Gervonta Davis, all these guys, that he's on their level in terms of his talent and his ability.
He's better.
And he's better. And he's better, yeah. And he hasn't made anywhere near the amount of money that Devin Haney has, Gervonta Davis has.
His resume combined is better than both of theirs. I mean, his resume is better than both of theirs combined.
Teofimo is a phenomenal resume at the age that he's at. And you look, I mean, I used to kind of look at it like, man, this poor kid. But after a while, you're like, this is a recurring thing. This keeps happening. How much of it is it? When is it for being
I don't know how to get out of your own way.
To your fault, because he had problems with Top Rank. And listen, Top Rank, they're a great company. They're a smart company. I understand it. They're not the highest paying company, and you got to really get to a certain level to get there. I mean, I'd argue Teofimo did get to that level, but he never got the money that he was looking for. Now you got Turki Alashikh, who is obviously paying these guys the levels that Teofimo probably deserves, and then he still can't cross the finish line.
Man, and you see, I played that for a reason because I like Chris Algieri, pretty fair guy. And like he said, man, you know, early on, you like, damn, it'd be unfortunate. But after a while, you seen that it was just a pattern. And it's like, oh, nah, this dude really like getting in his way. And it's just, he almost moves and appears as if he doesn't know any better. So you stop you don't empathize or sympathize with him at all. You just like, yo, this dude's an idiot. And you just waiting to sit there and see if he gonna crash and burn or not. That's not what you're rooting for, but you like, at this point, it's on him, right? And listen to some of the things they said there. Listen to what, that was Paulie Malignaggi in the back. Listen to what he said. He said his resume is better than both Devin Haney's and Tank's combined. Like, and I ain't even got to get into the resume talk. That's not even my point. The fact that there are people that recognize you in that way, that's high praise. That's saying a lot. Tank is one of the biggest names in boxing. Get what I'm saying? Devin Haney is one of the most talked about guys in boxing, for better or for worse. It is one of the more accomplished guys, and he did it at a young age, right? Right? One of the more successful and paid guys. And with all of that being said, and those are two separate individuals with very successful careers and at the top of their game still, right? And yet and still, you, by your lonesome, you have people that feel like you have put in so much work or enough work to the point where your resume outdoes both of theirs together. You get what I'm saying? And that's saying something. And you don't even have a shit ton of fights. You ain't got a whole lot of fights. You get what I'm saying? Tank got more fights than you. Get what I'm saying? Devin Haney got more fights than you as well. But you made up more ground with less. And like I said, and like they mentioned in the video, you keep getting in your own way. I just wanted to play it so y'all can hear it from somebody else. It ain't me that just saying it, bro. He knows how to get in his way. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, facts, Aaron Queen. True indeed. Stressed out boxing. Shout out to you, homie. How you feeling? Lala D. Peace, Queen. How you feeling? Juan, what's good with it? Yeah, man, he's a silly guy. Yeah, he definitely do. He do. He talks a lot, man. And when you talk that and you that careless and reckless with the things that you say, you're going to put your foot in your mouth a lot. And that's what you see with him, putting his foot in his mouth. Get me? Love putting his foot in his mouth. Teo must love the way his feet taste, because he love putting the foot in his mouth. CJ, what it do, homie? How you feeling? He love putting his foot in his mouth. Mr. Impride, what's good with it, bro? How you feeling? Smash that like button, man. We're going to keep cooking, man. We're going to get to this, man. We're going to break it down like we always do, you know, because he dropped a little bombshell. He said he ain't selling his soul for no $11 million. And I want to know what he mean. What he mean? Why would it be considered selling your soul for $11 million? You get me? I don't understand it. Let me see. Let me see. Boxing relevance. What's good with it, fam? How you feeling?
Clarify, I did apologize to him. Just want to have a clean slate. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up, bro.
Nah, I might as well, man. I think I was in the wrong. It was funny to say it, but not at the time when we were negotiating things.
Yeah.
And look, right off the bat, y'all know how we do. Right off the bat, he sound very remorseful. He ain't playing no more. It was funny at the time, but not when we negotiating things. Yeah, because you playing with your own business. And at the end of the day, when you look in the mirror, when you lay down at night, when you wake up in the morning, the only person you're going to have to blame for your situation and why you ain't where you want to be is you. Because you got all the talent in the world. You got the platform. You got the attention of the people, for better or for worse. Now you change. Now you go the other way with it. Everybody paying attention, like I said, for better or for worse. Now you use it to get right and start being a man about it. People just want to see you go out there and see how good you are in the boxing ring. We don't want to see how ignorant you could be. We don't want to see how disrespectful you could be. That's not why we watch you. We watch you because we heard about you coming up in the amateurs. We heard about the Teofimo Lopez athletic kid that's talented. You get what I'm saying? And then you showed us this pro debut and so on and so forth, even though you got dropped in the pro debut, but you got up and won that joint. And you put together a hell of a resume for yourself at what, 26 years old? Come on, man. 27, whatever it is. You're doing good if you'll just allow it to be what it is. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Sunshine. What's good with it? Probably told him don't hurt Haney. You never know, right?
Yeah, that's what. It's true. It's true. It's true. It is. I think it was a joke that gone too far. You know,
it wasn't a joke though.
It's a joke that gone too far. You hit the nerve right there. You hit the nerve.
Was good with it, bro.
Yeah, he wrote to me quick right after that. I left it on there for like a minute, yo. I counted it. I was watching it. I left it for a minute. That's all it took. For someone to screenshot it, put it out there. So, you know what?
People are quick. We quick out here to Twitter.
Nah, for sure. But nevertheless, man, I might as well, man. Especially with all the rumors about Saudi and everything. Him being a high regarded person, I think that I don't need that type of smoke in my life or for my family. You know.
True, man.
Pardon this blurry ass recording, but I think it's the way I clipped it. But
Nah, it's true. You gotta, you still the price.
And that's the thing I don't take shots at nobody. I'm just very serious about this because the things that he been on about are not a joking matter. You can't everything ain't a joke, and don't tell him that. Now, in the point where he's sounding a bit remorseful and taking some accountability, that's your opportunity to be real with him and tell him, like, I'm glad this is the way you going, because that other way, we don't need that route. We just want to see you, like, if you really his man, if that's really somebody you rock with, then you tell him that. And you tell him, like, you would much rather see him just display his talents, be smart, be goofy, be silly, right? Go in there, kick ass, have fun, do that, man. Encourage him to move accordingly. You know what I'm saying? Instead of doing the shit that he doing. Like, but you enable it when it's just a joke. It's just a joke that went too far, right? You hit a nerve. Like, you can't make light of it, because it ain't nothing serious about this man's career. If he can't get opportunities, he find himself on the shelf. Then then all his fans, or you'll be talking about how boxing doing them dirty, right? Then you'll be talking about how they doing them dirty and they hating on him, right? Nah, that's not keeping it real. He getting in his own way. You should tell him that. Doing it, this is the way that's going to get you to the bag. Just be you. Go out there, box. Be intelligent if that's who you are, but stop being an asshole and just go get the bag. Go get to it. Keep boxing. Keep putting the work in. That's what you should be telling him. But you kind of enable him when you downplay what he doing and try to make light of it. There ain't shit funny about the shit he been doing, bro. I'm telling you. Lucky ain't nothing happened to him yet. Too rich. What it do, homie? Shout out to Tay, the real queen of MMA combat. How you feeling, queen? Yeah, you just need to box. Just be and I don't even like to tell people to be humble, but just be a little more in touch with reality, more self-aware of the shit that come out your mouth and how it affect people, right? Like he said, you got people that watch him now. You know what I'm
Fighter,
saying?
you know what I'm saying? You try to lock these deals down. That's why.
But nevertheless, I think that I don't know. Maybe in the near future we'll do something. Maybe. But in the meantime, I'm just gonna focus on my gym and just get back to the communities as best as I can.
So
you should have been doing that. You should have been doing that. Now you sit here talking about like in the future when it could have been now. Now it sounds like it's a distant thing. Do you see what I'm saying? And I'm not over exaggerating. This is you had clear opportunity. He extended the olive branch. He did business with you. He broke bread with you. And then you get online and call the man a dictator for no reason at all. Like, you woke up and chose violence, bro. Now you got to we will do some business maybe down in the future. But right now I'm just going to focus on my gym. And that's not what we want to hear, bro. You got an opportunity to fight Devin Haney. And this is what you talking about? Come on, man. You talk about a guy not getting in their way. And this is the guy. This is people hero. This is people favorite fighter. And they argue and shit on other guys. And your favorite fighter moving like this, he got the opportunities. And what is he doing with him? Getting in his own way. You can't be serious, man. J-Walk, what it do? Yeah, Turk, man. They probably dropped that reef. What's good with it, man? They probably dropped that bug in his ear. Like, man, you blowing it, kid. You're blowing it.
So you don't think that y'all gonna work together with the next fight?
I'm not saying that we're gonna not work together, but I'm not saying that we're gonna work together. I'm just up in the air right now, deciding my fate. Really, my career has been great. It's always been up and down like a roller coaster ride, but everybody gets to enjoy it. So for real, just just weighing my options, man. There's no need to rush. You know what I'm saying? There's no need to rush.
Yeah,
as long as we stay active, that's all that matters. And I'm gonna find many other ways and avenues to stay active.
No, you can't.
That's what's up.
Nah, that's where you go wrong. That's bullshit. No, that's not what's up, because it's not true. That's not true. That was the case, then you wouldn't have walked it back. You went from talking about how you don't apologize. You called him Turki, Alashikh, dictator. It was funny. Everything was a game. It was all good just a week ago, huh? It was all good just a week ago when you was playing. Now I'm not saying I ain't gonna work with him. I'm not saying I am. Like, you sound uncertain now. What was a for sure thing is that he extended the olive branch, and with that olive branch came more than just the Arnold Barboza fight. You could have got that within your own stable. So that was nothing special. You burnt the bridge before you could even get there. Because that was just the tip of the iceberg. That fight, that was a fight that you was been supposed to get out the way, to be honest. And then he had other opportunities that would have been even bigger for you, more meaningful for you, more legacy, as you like to call it. And this is what you do. Now you don't know what you're going to do. Now you're going to focus on your gym. Man, you might as well go fishing with AB, bro. What skills that, man? He about to go fishing with AB next. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's catching up to him, bro. Mr. Grandy, what it do, homie? Catching up to him, bro. I'm telling you. I'm telling you it is. 88 was good with it, bro. It boys be crying what it do, man. He said he ducked Norman Jr. Yeah, he didn't want to fight him. Fate was good with it, bro. Catching up to him.
So that Boots is out the line already. He declined. You already expressed that. The Devin Haney, what's the situation with the Devin Haney? Because they say that Tio and Devin Haney has agreed on the deal. So is that out the equation because of the things with Turki for now?
Look, anything's possible. You know what I'm saying? And I think that things rubbed very wrong, with my comment. So I think that it left a little bitter taste in everybody's mouth.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, I think that it kind of caused a lot of friction. But as far as the Devin Haney process goes, I think the Haneys definitely need to fight me. They need to make something out of their last performance, which looked mediocre, so to speak. So these are great fights, great names, and I definitely would love to shed a ring with these guys. However, it's just gotta be ideal for everybody. Look at you, man. Look at sharp, man, on a blessed Sunday.
Man, miss me with all of that, bro. That wasn't even a politically correct answer. You just talking nonsense at this point. That just sounded like a load of malarkey, man. Call it what it is, bro. Stop tap dancing around it. Hey, man, I done made them comments. That shit was disrespectful. They wasn't feeling it. I done got the call. They done let me know, hey, man, this a no-go. You want to do business with us, this ain't how we move, and this ain't it. And they probably put you on pause, man. Probably put you on pause. The same opportunities they probably had on the table for you, probably took them off because you playing. So just call it what it is. Hey, man, I ain't working with him right now. I made some comments that clearly offended him and many other people. And as a result, I probably won't be fighting a Devin Haney or nobody else on the Riyadh season card no time soon. Just call it what it is, bro. Say what it is. Say what it is. Don't dance around it. I finally, put my foot in my mouth one too many times. And now I'm dealing with it. This is the result. Because don't sit here and act like nobody did you dirty. Did nobody do you wrong. Did nobody mistreat you and treat you the wrong way. None of that stuff happened. The fact of the matter is you're getting in your own way. And it's almost like you don't want to fully admit to it. Well, newsflash, bro. This is what's happening, bro. You're doing it. You're blowing it, kid. All the talent in the world can't save you from stupidity if you really stupid. And that's what you're showing people. But you got something in there because you had the decency to come up here, go on other platforms and say how you apologize. You seem like you're taking shit a lot more serious. But let's see how consistent can you be with this energy, or is you just saying it for now? We're going to find out. But it's kind of refreshing to see it go this way instead of him getting up here just making more of a fool out of himself. Shout out to Mr. Grant. He said, yeah, he is trying to save face. Shout out to Money Brand. What's good with the money? How you feeling, bro? He is. But in reality, though, this is what he should do. When you mess up like that publicly, when you make those mistakes where everybody can see him, you try to make that correction where everybody can see him as well. You be a man about it and say, hey, man. And that's what I do respect. If his apology was genuine, if his apology means he won't go down that path again and down that rabbit hole, then I respect it wholeheartedly if he was genuine about it. But I think only time would tell. So this is very fresh. And I think it, like I said, he probably got a call or several of them, maybe. You know what I mean? People reached out. He probably got the word, look, you ain't got no more opportunities over this way if this how you carrying it. So his ass probably on the shelf for right now. He probably on some to be continued type deal. So we're going to see where it go from here. We damn sure going to find out.
A la iglesia.
Ya tú sabes.
You already know. Church Sunday. You feel me? Shit, Yo, so Damn, man. So it was that bad. It was that bad, Tio.
Like you said, I hit a nerve.
Hit a nerve.
It's not funny though. It's not though. What's funny about not having opportunities on the table for you to feed yourself and your kid that you got? What's funny about that? What's funny about the boxing world seemingly about to turn on you because you just showing that you don't need our support because you bigger than boxing apparently with the way you behaving? It's not funny. I'm telling you, I don't expect you to disrespect him or grill the man. I know that's your friend, but you're supposed to tell him like the energy you showing now that's the way to go. Let's get off that. Let's stop making light of it because look, the same way you made that apology, you spending all this time allowing yourself to kind of downplay it. You getting away from it because you still treating it like it's a joke. It's not funny, bro. I'm telling you, ain't nothing funny about not being able to make these millions that you crying about making, bro. This shit ain't funny, man. That's why I'm telling you, you gonna keep getting in your own way, dude. Keep putting he must like the way his feet taste. I'm telling you, he must like the way his feet taste in his mouth, bro, because he loves putting his foot in his mouth. He must love to taste his toenails.
But hey, we all get that experience, man. We gotta humble ourselves, humble that, you know what I'm saying, and hopefully that other people will see that, a little hiccup on the road.
I think no. At the end of it all, man, I think that the only thing I really apologize for that is because I do got other people out there, kids and everything. I don't need to put in exclamation marks of profanity of somebody's body part, and then mixing it together. I think that was my biggest part of it that I didn't realize. I keep forgetting sometimes that I do have young ones out there that are tuning in, watching, and they don't need to see stuff like that.
See?
Or even know about it. So yeah, it's just a learning curve. It's a learning experience.
See that now stay on that type of time. Let that maturity win over, bro. Keep being that person. Demonstrate that. Move accordingly. Like this stuff is not helpful at all. You can do better without it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not against the kid. I'm against the way he moving. You get me? I ain't sitting here trying to demonize him, but he's smarting up, man. You got your career ahead of you. That's not the way. And this is a prime example, bro, getting opportunities taken off the table because that's what it sounds like without saying it. If Turki was talking about having the opportunity for you to fight Devin Haney is pressing you. And now you talking about, well, I don't know. I'm going to just focus on my gym. You could have been focusing on your gym without all the extra stuff and you would have been fine. Just had another good, solid win. And look what you do. That's why I say, man, this kid, man, he got marbles is loose up there. 704 Joe, what it do, my guy? Yeah, man. Till 27. Yeah, he gotta tighten up, bro. He gotta let this maturity win over. This is what he need to display on a regular basis, y'all.
At that point, I think he wanted to have that public. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. It is what it is. I'll take one to the chin. But am I gonna hold hands and stuff? Not my play. Not my play.
Hey, you still gotta have your dignity and stuff like that. You feel me?
Taking shots.
They still gotta respect your culture. Right?
It's not really about the culture. I think it's really about just what more do you want? Like I said what I said. I apologize for what I said, and let's see how we can move forward. But if we can't, then then that's on that part. But nevertheless, I wish him a lot of success. I think that he is making good choices for the sport of boxing. I got nothing wrong to say about His Excellency. You know what I'm saying? I'm living well because of my Times Square moment. So, just seeing how we could probably think some things might need to take some time. Maybe a turnaround tomorrow. Who knows? It's up in the air right now.
And you see, it shouldn't be up in the air because you woke up and chose violence for no reason. You wasn't provoked. You wasn't treated poorly or anything. You just said out your mouth, you living fine since the Times Square situation. Provided by who? Who put the Times Square situation together and provided the platform for you to fight on? The same dude that you turned around and called a dictator. That's what I'm saying, bro. You biting the hand that feeds you, literally. And you did it for no reason. Now it's up in the air. Now you just want to move forward. Bro, you could have did without all of this. This was the most unprovoked ignorance I've seen in a while, bro. You just woke up for no reason. You don't have a single solitary reason why you decided to play with that man like that. That's why I said, man, you running around playing games that nobody else playing. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes, bro. And your stupid prize is getting opportunities taken directly off the table for you. And you got to sit by. And these same fighters that you complain about, their performances and all of this stuff and how you did so much more than them, they still ahead of you, man. They still active. Their career is still going because they're not getting in their own way. You get what I'm saying? What he doing is worse than losing fights right now. Only thing worse than losing a fight is not getting the opportunities at all to even make money. That might be even worse because now you really on the shelf. You get me? Got to tighten up, bro. Tighten up. You got to tighten up. Robert Davis was good with it. Yeah, he too smart for that. He too smart. It's not about not knowing what's going on. It's not about. I don't need to be at the table. You missing it. Hold on, man. Give me a sec. You missing it, dude. You're missing it. Juan, you are missing it. I'm strictly talking about what I know as a fact because of what he is saying. Ain't no more speculation. He clearly is not in a good position because of the things said out of his mouth. What don't you get? I don't need to be at the table to know that. I don't need to be at the table to know that he no longer has the opportunities that was once on the table for him because of the thing he's telling us. He's getting in his own way. Now he's apologizing. I don't need to be at the table to know that. Stop mixing conversation. We ain't talking about Skull. We talking about him. Two different situations. What he doing and what Skull said, that's two different things. That's not what he talking about. We ain't even get that far. He ain't talking about getting cheated. He ain't talking about none of that. This dude woke up and decided to play with another grown man's name online. The same guy that provided the opportunity that he just said out his mouth he been living good since. What part don't you get? I'm using what he said out his mouth. We don't need to be at the table for that. I ain't making up no fact. I'm talking about exactly what he said. What part don't you get? You missing it? You might need to listen a little bit closer. You trying to give him an out where he don't need one. This is why he in these type of situations, man. Shit like that, man. Don't justify nothing. We don't got to be behind the scenes. We ain't get that far yet. We ain't talking about the fight yet or none of that. Why? Because he getting in his own way. Cam J, what up with it? K Causey, what's good with it, bro? You got to pay attention, bro. Everything I'm speaking on is what he talking about and what we know is fact. What we know is fact. This is no speculation right now. This dude has to apologize simply because I believe he was told, man, he got that call or several of them. He ain't just wake up and say, oh, I feel bad. Let me walk it back. I apologize. Nah, man, he realized what he doing is going to get him on the sideline. He going to be on the sideline with no opportunity. You get what I'm saying? Still complaining about the black fighters, but not fighting none of them. That's what I'm saying. He had an opportunity to fight the same guy that he complained about, but this is what he did. And that's why I tell people all the time, it's hard to really believe that he wants to be as great as what he say, because every time it's time to prove it, he get in his own way. Every single time. I don't care. He can't live off no Lomachenko win. He had a whole nother weight class and he acting a damn fool. I'm just holding them accountable. Sunshine. Lisa, peace to the queen, Lisa. How you feeling today? You get what I'm saying? Somebody told him to apologize. You get what I'm saying? That's what he need to do. And let's see if he moves accordingly from this point on. All that other stuff, I don't got to be behind the scenes to know that he getting in his own way. We watching it unfold right now. You seeing Turki just let him fight on it. He just put together a Times Square card. He just was talking about him fighting Boots. Do you hear Bob Arum talking about Boots? You get what I'm saying? The opportunities are obviously being facilitated through who right now? You get what I'm saying? And I don't want to over speculate, but it seemed like Top Rank pretty much tired of him. You don't hear Bob Arum actively talking about what we doing next with Teofimo. That's not what's going on. But you do know that Turki Alashikh is providing opportunities for him and beyond the Barboza fight, which he could have got on his own, under his own stable. He could have been fought this guy. You get what I'm saying? Shout out to Faber G's. So, like I said, man, I don't got to know everything, but at the end of the day, I do know when somebody ain't moving right. And this is a prime example of that. That's why he in the situation he in, because he been moving stupid. That's nothing to speculate. That's a fact. He said his tweet obviously left a bad taste in people's mouth. Yeah, the tweet where he thought it was funny to call a man a dictator. Let's not forget about this. Let's not lose what we talking about here. This is the shit that we know. I ain't talking stuff I don't know. This is what we know.
Nah, I feel you. I think that You know, you're still young enough. You're still trying to accomplish, you
That's
know, a
like
lot
though.
at the age of 27. You wanted to become a 3-division lineal champion. Hopefully Boots Ennis, because I don't know who Boots is going to fight next either. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know why that fight didn't come to fruition. I still want to listen to what Boots has to say.
Well,
Yo, Boots, come out and say something.
I think what I was hearing is that Boots didn't want to fight in Saudi. I think that's what I heard. Canelo doesn't want to fight in Saudi. That's something that I'm hearing as well with Crawford. I think that Canelo Crawford, they're trying to push that fight in Saudi.
The fight, Canelo and from what I understand, Canelo and Crawford wasn't in Saudi. I don't even know what he's talking about
as well.
Mm.
So, you know, a lot of things were told. I think that was my frustration. A lot of things were promised. A lot of things were told. A lot of things were signed, and things fell back. You know, I think that with the highest regard of the prince and the king of Saudi, I think that they understand what they want to do, and they want to support their country and have more people visit the beautiful land. And you know, it's all great and stuff. However, boxing is known for American sport. You know, it's an American sport. I mean, you got UK, absolutely. You have that culture. You have that side of Europe as well. But I think that for us fighters, we're so used to and custom of, you know, living in America.
And the fans and the fan base, like, think about it
real quick. All right. So who else? A1. Who else facilitate? Who else got fights for Teofimo right now? Tell me. What Bob Arum saying? What is Bob Arum saying? The last statement I heard Bob Arum publicly make about Teo, he said he didn't even know what Teo wanted to do. This is out of his own mouth. So tell me who else facilitating opportunities for Teofimo right now. The Times Square shit was Turki, right? The Devin Haney fight would have been through who? Turki, right? The Boots Ennis fight would have been through who? Turki, right? So again, what we talking about? What we talking about? Now, I'm not telling you that the only person that's going to give him opportunities is Turki, but right now, the fights that will move the needle for him, that will move his career forward, are being offered by who? Or would be being facilitated with who involved? Turki Alashikh. That's something that we know is a fact. This is no speculation. These are facts. So again, tell me what Bob Arum plans are for him, because we don't know. They're definitely not Devin Haney. It's definitely not Boots Ennis. You get me? And he ain't talking. So why he talking about focusing on his gym? Why he ain't saying, well, I'm going to just go, you know, we got this and that lined up. He don't even sound like he know when he going to be back in the ring because of this. And without that, he could have been fighting sooner. Get what I'm saying? That's simple. Said he no longer with Top Rank. That's even worse. That's even worse. We're going to get to that.
Of course, yeah, we would like to see Boots and Teo and Boots and Devin and Devin and Teo, but just think about it, Dan. Devin and Teo in Saudi? Like, Dan, we've been talking about that fight for a long time, and it's going to be in Saudi?
Devin and Teo in Saudi? But again, he complaining about where to be at, but who's offering the fight? Who's offering the fight? That's what it comes down to. Do you want to fight? Do you want to be great or not? Now you're complaining about who's offering you to fight when you just fought on one of his cards? You ain't had no problem fighting Barboza. Now it's a problem when it's Devin Haney? Come on, man. A guy that you just said didn't look good in his last fight. You should have no problem taking him out, whether it's Saudi or wherever it's at. Shout out to Lee. What's good with it, bro? BN Boxing News. What it do, homie? Don't matter where it's at. You should.
Even though that y'all world-class fighters, we see Muhammad Ali fight George Foreman in Africa.
South Africa, yeah.
We've seen the Thriller Manila with Joe Frazier. So I understand it's a world sport, but you know, I think these are type of fights that could be stadium fights. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I believe that they have every potential to be exactly what they need to be, and that's mega fights, you know, and promoted that way. However, it's all about also location, just like real estate, right? Real estate is all the most important part about real estate is location. So it has to be.
As soon as it's time to fight one of them black fighters that you be talking about, because this is right out your mouth. Now it's about location. This dude get on my nerves. The gloves is off. I'm tired of being nice. Nah, I appreciate the talent, but not the individual, not the personality, not the character that he is. Dude could fight his ass off, but he's a fool. Straight like that. These fights got the potential to be big, Now it's all about location. Get the hell out of here, bro. When it comes to anybody else, you get your happy ass in the ring. When it's somebody that could potentially beat you, now you want to play matchmaker, manager, businessman. Now you talking about real estate, man. Shut up. Get in the ring and fight. Now I'm done with him. Anybody that get to run around being disrespectful, get your ass in the ring and fight. Stop being a bozo. Nah, get your ass in the ring and fight. Every time it's time for you to get in the ring with one of those guys that you talk shit about that make more money than you because they really about the shit that you should be about, that you was about at 135. You get what I'm saying? Every time it's time to fight one of them, it's an excuse. Now he a business manager. Now he worried about location and ticket sales. But this dude complaining about fighting in front of 4,000 or 5,000 people, man. You can't make this shit make any sense whatsoever, man. This dude is forever gonna get in this
makes
way
sense.
until he
And I
changes.
thought that they were having the. I think that's my thing, guys. I like Turkey. I like these guys from Saudi. I do.
Was good, bro.
However, as a boxer, as a fighter, I can't not know what's next.
Yeah, that's the frustration. That's what I was talking about earlier. About y'all don't got a schedule.
I understand, they came into our sport. They did great things. They're still doing great things and making good numbers.
Haney would
You know
be
what I'm
next if
saying?
you would have played your cards, right?
Before they even went into any other sport, they started with boxing. However, I think the only thing I could truly say is that they're very indecisive. One day they'll tell you something, and the next they change it. And I can't live like that, bro. I got family. I got a kid that I haven't seen yet. There's things that I still am dealing with, and I can't just pack up my bags and go wherever they please just because, the financial stuff is there. I'm not gonna sell my soul for $11 million. But yeah, just.
Did you hear him? Now all of a sudden it's a kid you haven't seen. All of this shit, he don't never. When it's time for him to fight for Top Rank, you don't hear none of this shit. You don't hear none of this shit. This is what I'm saying, bro. I can't take this dude. I can't take him at his word no more, bro. This shit is pure foolish, man. It's pure foolish, man. You can't just pack up your bag. You can't know what's next. Devin Haney would be next if you would have accepted the fight, from what I understand, from several solid sources. That would be the next fight if you would have played your cards right. Now you probably done burnt the bridge before you was even able to cross it. Silly, man. You get one fight in Times Square and showed your ass. Turned right into a diva. Then you wonder why you be in this situation, bro. This the shit I be talking about. Come on, man. Stop doing this. You got opportunities for real, bro. I get it. But you about to start bitching about fighting in Saudi? Come on, man. Make it make sense. You're not gonna sell your soul for $11 million, bro? Bro, so what you gonna do? Sell your soul and sit on the sideline for less than $1 million a fight? That's what you gonna do? Because that's what you've been doing.
The other sport, they started with boxing.
This guy, man.
However,
Amazing.
I think the only thing I could truly say is that they're very indecisive. One day they'll tell you something, and the next they change it. And I can't live like that, bro. I got family. I got a kid that I haven't seen yet. There's things that I still am dealing with, and I can't just pack up my bags and go wherever they please just because, the financial stuff is there. I'm not gonna sell my soul for $11 million.
Now, real quick, I hope he elaborates on it further. I get it, man. It's some things that you could question for sure. He got some type of a point, but it just seems to me like a bit of a pattern, because every time there's a lucrative, what seems to be one of the biggest opportunities that he could take, he finds some convenient way to get up out of it. He just did the same thing with the Subriel Matias situation. He went in an interview and said he ain't never bring home over $1 million for a fight, or $1 million for a fight, or something to that effect, right? Then he get offered his biggest purse. He complained about fighting in the Hulu Theater. Then he get offered his biggest purse to fight Subriel Matias for the most money on pay-per-view. He get the platform, and then he say something about ticket sales and the threshold, and didn't take the fight. You can't make this up. This is not me being hard on him. This is me trying to understand why he getting in his way. Because at this point, it's math. He conveniently gets in his way. Every time it's an opportunity, like, oh, now it's you don't want to sell your soul for $11 million. It's like, what are you talking about? Damn, bro. I don't get it. So you saying you're gonna get robbed? You just fought. You fought in Times Square. You didn't get robbed. You didn't get robbed. Like I don't understand where you going with this. I can't buy this and sell your soul stuff. Like, do you want to get paid or not? Because that's what you be complaining about. That's not me talking about how much money you make. That's you getting in the interviews and then saying how other fighters get paid more than you and they overpaid. Then you get an opportunity to make that kind of money and you get in your own way. Come on, man. Ain't no defending this shit. Ain't no defending it because it's in Saudi and he don't even know, like, for sure. Like, come on, man. Hell no. I mean, he's not getting no out. Dude, do you want to fight or not? Come on, man. You just fought in Times Square. You just fought in Times Square. That's New York. Who's to say that you can't fight in New York again or somewhere out in the States? Come on, man. Get that shit out of here. You making excuses, dude. I'm not giving him no out. Every time it's time for him to fight one of those guys outside of Lomachenko and somebody at 35, he been getting in his way. That's what he been doing, bro. I don't get it.
But yeah, just working through those things, brother. Just working through those things. I mean,
I just want to watch
$11 million.
That's all.
You say $11 million for that was the boost. The boost. The Devin Haney was the $11 million, bro.
I understand. I just I'm a Leo, bro. I'm a lion. I don't know. Some things I just gotta work on. Some things I gotta work on. That's all.
Bro.
I'm a lion. I don't know.
Bro asked him, who's that $11 million for? This is the booster that Devin Haney, bro, said, I'm a lion, bro. I'm a Leo. He said, bro, and listen to how he answered
the financial stuff is there. I'm not gonna sell my soul for $11 million. But yeah, just working through those things, brother. Just working through those things. I mean,
hey, $11 million. You say $11 million for that was the boost. The boost. The Devin Haney was the $11 million, bro.
I understand. I just I'm a Leo, bro. I'm a lion. I don't know. Some things I just gotta work on. Some things I gotta work on. That's all. I think.
What you think?
Bro asked him who the $11 million before. Bro said, I understand. I'm a Leo. Yo, he out of control.
To be worked on. That's all.
What you think you need to work on? Like what's the misconception about
asked him, he still ain't answered the question. Bro asked him who was the 11 mil for? And he said, I understand, I'm a Leo, I'm a lion. It's just some things you gotta work out. Yo, nah, one more time.
I think
what you think
that need to be worked on. That's things. I mean,
hey, $11 million. You say $11 million for that was the boost. The boost. The Devin Haney was the $11 million, bro.
I understand. I just I'm a Leo, bro. I'm a lion. I don't know. Some things I just gotta work on. Some things I gotta work on. That's all. I think.
What you think
need to be worked on. That's all.
What you think you need to work on? Like what's the misconception about you? What you hear about what people say negatively about you, and what do you think that is constructive criticism? They write about that. I need to work on that. What are the things that you feel like you need to work on? That you think that probably hinders?
What's good, homie? How you feeling, Brody?
I guess I gotta just let things simmer down sometimes. I think I speak out my mind a little too loud. So I think even though I could feel some type of way, it's my opinion. It's the freedom of speech, at least here in America, but it's not for everybody. Other than that, I think I just need to start taking ownership for myself, really.
Accountability.
At the end, this is my career. I think I've done a great job so far, with my fighting as well.
In
my
the
style,
ring,
only going to get better. I think that I just need to I need to dictate my career.
Without not the DICK, just you need to dictate.
No, I have to dictate how I want my career to go.
See?
No, like,
doing it.
No, yeah, like no humor
don't want to
behind it.
you
What's the
don't want to
chat saying
dictate.
though?
See?
What's the chat saying?
Well, he said we got it's a freedom of speech. We got
Man, nah, bro. See, shout out to bro, but he being dead serious and you trying to lead him back on the bullshit, and he ain't take the bait. That's the second time in the interview I seen that. He ain't take the bait. He took the high road 2 times in his joint. See, you gotta leave him alone, man. He trying to get right. If he want to do right, let him do right. Encourage him to behave like this, to speak like this. Let the silly stuff go. You know what I'm saying? Just promote yourself. Focus on your gym, like you said. Make your Instagram videos. And when it's time to fight, kick some ass, bro. And I'm pretty sure people gonna rock with that way more than they ever rock with the shit that you've been doing. That's all I'm saying. Because I want to have a reason to root for him. I want to be able to come up here, like I always say, get a man is just do and keep it pushing. But I'm going to talk about it, bro. Like I really, supported this guy. You know what I'm saying? I ain't had no idea that he was going to start showing his ass like this. You get what I'm saying? This ain't the way. And that's all. I just want him to get to a point where he understands that. And parts of this interview, that's what it sounds like. It's some growth, it's some accountability there. That's what he need more of. You know what I'm saying? And he still got to be more consistent with it. But this is some type of a start. You get what I'm saying? Steph, what it do, homie? How you feeling? Right. Let's get back to this, man. Y'all hit that like button, man. Let's get to it, man. Opulent LDTV blessings, bro. How you feeling? Let's get back to this, man. T-Ho. He a funny guy, though, man. He said, so T-Ho, who's the 11 million for? He said, yeah, I understand. I'm a Leo. Bro said, hey, I understand. I'm a Leo. Oh, my God. Can't make this stuff up, man. T.O. is a funny dude, bro. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. Shout out to Melanie Queen. How you feeling today? Always good to see the Queen in the building. Yeah, man. So, look, I did hear some of what I like to hear. You know what I mean? And it just, he got to show it with his actions, right? Saying the right stuff is one thing, but doing it is another. And I just hope that he could, get to the point where he actually doing the right shit, not just saying it, right? You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to see. You know what I mean? I want to see some growth from this kid, man. LeVar, what it do, homie? How you feeling?
Clarify, I did apologize to him.
Let me get it back to where we was at. Hold on.
prank.
Hold on.
Phenomenal people overall. Got nothing wrong to say about anyone there. However, the only thing I could say is I just gotta say, I think that it takes a while to build up that. Not a lot of people could just pack their stuff and take a 16-hour flight.
Yeah, true.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't think American fans or like the UK fans that we just gonna pick up and and fly out there. We not like the UK with Ricky Hatton and Floyd Mayweather. We're not like that.
Yeah.
But I think. Go ahead.
No, but there's still offers on the table, and there's many others.
Again, shout out to Punch Drunk for the video.
So I think right now, just taking my time. I'm not stressing about it. I think that I'm not stressing. It just gotta make sense to my liking.
What's the situation when you went Top Rank?
What about him?
Because Oscar De La Hoya did say that if you're not with a promoter and things of that nature and stuff like that, what you feel about what Oscar De La Hoya did tweet? Let me put it out there again.
Read between the lines, guys. Read between the lines.
Oscar De La Hoya said, Teofimo Lopez, bro, if you have no promoter, give me a call. I can't give you advice and take care of your best interests. Let's make you a pay-per-view star like you deserve.
That's what's up. That's tough. That's major, man.
I've been wanting to see a collaboration with you and Oscar De La Hoya for a long time. I always felt like that. Tio and Oscar, Golden Boy, they got the grips of the Latino fan of the region, Latino fan base. They know how to promote Latinos and more so than anything. Yeah. I think you never had that type of co-signing like everybody else have. You had to make it,
And Tio dressed like he played the piano in New York on the strip somewhere.
Make it from the mud, straight from the mud. You know what I'm saying? Just you and your dad promoting yourself, talking. and everybody else had that
Athletic
cosign of the people
pianist.
that came up with you. And I think at this
Right,
point, I think you did the best that
Don't
you
come
could
here,
do.
please. Don't come here, please. I'm talking with.
He got them damn ventriloquist glasses on, bro. Oh shit, like he peddle hats in the park, bro. He definitely like he sell children books.
I think that you did the best that you could do. You know what I'm saying? Do you feel like you were collabing with Oscar, who did say 2 days ago that you are the best pound for pound fighter in the world?
Out of control.
You know, it's a huge compliment, really. Like I said to him in front of the media there during their you know, just after the weigh-ins for his show that just passed this past weekend or this past Friday. I definitely said, you know, I freaking did a project in third grade.
What I'll do with them glasses is the ventriloquist dummy. Yo, if he said the ventriloquist dummy on his lap, the costume would be complete.
I did a project, and they were like, you know, make a project of your hero, someone you want to be like, and it was Oscar De La Hoya. And I took my time, read about his backstory, the situation with his mother, him going through it while winning the Olympic gold medal for USA and Mexico también. You know, he was representing USA soil.
Guy that was willing to fight anybody, anytime, any place in their prime. And you in your time is the guy with the best resume, fighting guys in their prime, beating guys in their prime. That's why you're two-time lineal. Should be recognized in the sport of boxing as the first two-division undisputed world champion.
I'm not even in the pound for pound list.
That's a lie, man.
In the Ring magazine. Yo.
You're not no two-time undisputed world champion. Yo, can somebody please tell me at what point in boxing did that occur? Did I just miss it? Is he a two-time undisputed world? I get the Josh Taylor thing that they're trying to push, and I get the technicality shit at 35, but it just never seemed like it was an official thing. It was just him saying it all this time. I don't know.
But you know what, though? You know what? I am. It's just not number one. I started off with the P. I'm pushing P. So pound for pound, I pushed the P for P. So
is that one of the reasons why you do got a chip on your shoulder? Like, yo, look at the things that you have done and accomplished, and still the
it's gonna be like this. It's gonna stay. It's gonna be like this. It's gonna stay like this for some time. It's gonna be like this. I think that where I'm headed is much further away from anyone else at this time. I had the privilege and the honor to be at Mayweather's gym, and he stood in the gym with me for 2 hours. Just us solo, you know, and just chopped it up, giving me good advice, great advice, good pointers in the ring, you know. And then the following day, I get to link up with, you know, the golden boy, Oscar De La Hoya. So I'm just shopping right now, you know, and learning from them and seeing who can really take the takeover to the next turning point of boxing, you know, and really make it an enterprise for all the other young ones out there that are paving the way, seeing us.
Is he? I don't know. I mean, I ain't trying to read into it too much, but it sounded like he asked him about Top Rank. He said, "What about him?" Then he said he's shopping. He looking for the next person, or you know, that's gonna be to take over to the next level. Is he? I did see somebody mention he no longer with Top Rank. Like I said, man, I don't catch everything. That might have slipped by me. And maybe that's why his last couple of opportunities has been at least offered, should I say, by Turki Alashikh. Who knows? But that is a bit interesting. Oscar De La Hoya did make a pitch. We're going to talk about that tweet, too. A1 Hoop Zone, my guy. What's good with it, bro? How you feeling? Like a Zoom job interview? Yeah. TSA, two-time undisputed.
And what was one thing that you could share? I know that Floyd Mayweather is a private guy when he does have this personal relationship with fighters. Was one thing that you could share that you could share?
He's not broke.
You see it for yourself, like, nah,
he showed me his account. He ain't broke.
Does he still inspire you like he did when you was young, when you wanted to fight, and when you saw him and spoke to him? Mm-hmm. You know, does that boy in you still you're still inspired by Floyd?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm always going to be a student of the game. I would tell the same to Oscar. We were watching the young fighters as well. But for Floyd, I had him lace up my gloves while I was in his gym. I had him literally help
Facts,
me
Rob.
out. I just didn't want to record that for certain reasons. I
Yeah,
don't need.
yeah.
Not everybody needs to know what's going on behind closed doors. That I need to also, I need to tap in on that energy more and that frequency level, because there's
Here we
such
go.
so many things happening behind these doors in a good humility way. However, I don't need everyone to know until we do it. So
Right.
just
Right,
Yeah.
man.
I'm just grateful for everything, and I think that people want to rush this Devin Haney situation as a ship. I think of the Haneys as a sheep
What?
led to the slaughter.
Oh yeah.
What?
Yeah, I think the Haneys are sheep led to a slaughter. I think Bill will sell his son for $1. I think that
What?
Ooh.
I and hey, you know what? Hey, no.
Hey, man, nah, hell no. Nah, hell no. You know one thing that I'm gonna just be real because I always am. That's all I know how to be. It's some shit that get overlooked when it come to Bill. Bill don't be scared for his son to get in there with the smoke. You can say what you want. I don't give a damn. I don't think his dad be scared for him to get that smoke. How are they rushing the Devin Haney fight? That shit don't even sound right. See what I'm saying? Like, what do you mean? Can you beat him or not? Like, are you fighting him? And I guess that we got our answer to that. Like, you hear all this other shit. Like, nah, they're prize fighters, bro. Devin Haney getting paid, and he definitely said it. He made it clear, bro, I'm about that bag. So listen, they in it together. They not having internal problems. They good. They move as a unit. They win. They go through it as a unit. They succeed as one. Nah, man, I rock with. They ain't scared to throw his son. He ain't scared for his son to get in there with you, despite what people saying how he looked against Ramirez, despite how it looked against Ryan Garcia. And you over here up on this platform talking about they rushing it. How? That should be the fight for you. What fight do you want? You talking about Boots? Boots definitely got plans. Shout out to my homie A, man. This is weird, man. How would they rushing the Devin Haney fight now? I don't understand this. This should be somebody you want to fight. Or do you just want to keep getting the interviews and talking about the kid? You don't want to fight him, though. Shit don't make no sense, man. Like that's the stuff that I be saying. And then you talking about you not selling out for $11 million. And that sound like a bag to me. That sound like career-changing money. What are you talking about? Who else going to give you that money? Because you ain't getting it from no top rank. I don't think I'm in their business in their pockets, but I don't think nobody over there top rank thinking about paying you $11 million to fight nobody. So again, that's what I say, man. Getting in your own way 101. He teaching you a class. Pay attention. You want to know how to get in your own way? Pay attention.
No problem with that. However, when the time was for us to take that opportunity, they didn't give it to us, and now that the tables have turned, now it's all about, hey, that's cool.
What is he
all
talking
right, I see what everyone wants to do. Let me think about it.
It's true. Yeah. Top Rank did
Same thing with
say.
Boots. We wanted Boots. Boots didn't come away. I don't know too much in depth about it. I think they're keeping him quiet.
Mhm.
And hey, he's the king of 147. I just want to face the best. That's all. And whoever to the chat, you guys decide who you guys want to see Teofimo fight next. I think that'll be great.
Bro, man, people fight Devin Haney, bro. He done raised his hand. He jumping up and down at this point. What the hell, man? See? Oh, my God. All right, let me chill. I got to remember, this is Tio. Let me not even get mad. This dude, this shit that be pissing me off. Like you say, all right, the fans would like to see you fight the fights that make sense. Like, we not knocking you for attempting to quote-unquote fight Boots, but it's an issue with that because Boots has other plans. That's clear as day. Just like Terrence Crawford had other plans. He wasn't entertaining you. Boots the same way. I got other plans. He not entertaining you. We don't even got to get into it. If the fighter say he ain't interested, then you move on. And your next best thing would seem like the guy that's jumping up and down at this point asking to fight you. I don't think no fans will have a problem watching you fight Devin Haney. Some people still feel like he's shot and he ain't never coming back. And you could possibly beat him. So why don't you fight him? And I don't understand. Then you talking about this $11 million, so you don't want to be a part of that kind of money. I'm confused. That's why I say nothing he be saying makes sense. And I get it. Some people gonna say all money ain't good money. But at this point, like, what does that even mean at this point? Like, is he gonna get screwed over? Is that what he's saying? Because the last time he fought on that car, he didn't get screwed over. He didn't get screwed over in Times Square. You get what I'm saying? And Devin Haney's supposed to be so terrible, right? And he's soft and chinny and he broken and all this different stuff, right? So why don't you go out there and take him out? I don't understand that. That's what I'm saying. Like, why chase opportunities that are not interested in dealing with you, right? Like, it take two to make a fight. If one of the guys are not interested, then you move on. You could try to call that dude a duck when we know that ain't true because you ain't in his weight class, but you got to move on, bro. And I feel like the next best thing is for you to fight a guy like Devin. I think y'all be a good fight. Great fight for boxing, bro. Y'all got some history. Y'all got the dads. Y'all dads go back and forth. Y'all went back and forth. I'm just talking purely on some boxing shit. All narratives aside, just be a solid fight. It'll give us an opportunity as fans for Devin Haney to answer even more questions for us, right? To see just how good or how much closer can he get back to himself. And that's a real risk. You got to respect Devin for raising his hand saying, yo, I'll fight this dude and shut his mouth right now. I'll fight him. You get what I'm saying? And that's why I question Teofimo's moves, because right at that time, now you just start going left and then you continue to do things that put you in a bad light and act like you surprised that these dudes don't probably want to do business with you no more. That's your own behavior doing that. So that's what I'm saying. Do you really want these fights? Do you really want these millions and these M's that you talk about that you're not getting? Because you're getting offered them. And I'm saying a pattern. When you get the biggest opportunities of your career, you're finding excuses and strategic reasons not to take them. I don't got all the answers. I don't know everything behind the scenes that is true. But what I do know is that you're being offered opportunities that, according to you, it would fit the bill in terms of what you saying you're looking for. It would move the Teofimo name and the brand in the next direction, right? Shit, Devin Haney still undefeated. I don't care how many people want to say otherwise. That's what it is. You would be the first guy to beat him. That'd be a really good win at one. That'd be your best win at 140. Respectfully, it would. It'd be a better win than Josh Taylor and anybody else, I think, because ain't nobody beat him yet, despite the Ryan shit, that cheating ass dude. So that's all I'm saying, man. You turned down the Matias thing for the money and the pay-per-view and the opportunity, and now here you go. Look like you fumbling the Devin Haney opportunity. Shout out to Big Dog Willie, put some color in the chat. Till went in Dad's closet and opened up a dusty box and said, I'm wearing this Kango from 1985. Till was lost. Leather Kango at that. And he took them glasses right off the ventriloquist dummy and put them on his face. Oh, man. Much love, bro. A small bag of Devin's danger. I'm telling you, bro. That's what I'm saying. He said he looked like he could have been an extra Carlito's way. I'm telling you, bro. He could get a lot farther if he just allowed himself to grow, man. You're not getting 11 million for Boots, in my opinion. So why turn out 8 figures? Something doesn't add up. And that's what I'm saying. So, Boots was off the table. It sounded like it was for Devin Haney. I will say this. That's why I didn't put it in the title, a name, money. But in his title, he had 11 million for Devin Haney. I didn't want to put that because I didn't want to mislead people. Because when I listened to it, I didn't hear him specify who he was offered 11 million dollars to fight. But I would suggest, kind of like Punch, maybe it had to be a Devin Haney, because I'm assuming Boots don't even want to, do nothing with him. And Devin is actively raising his hand like, bro, let's fight. And he over here talking about they trying to rush it. Like, I don't understand that. Shit just don't make sense. Sound like he don't want to fight.
I did a poll a couple of days ago. 70% wants you and Boots rather than you and Devin. On Twitter, the same thing. People want you and Boots. I think they see they respecting you. They're going to be great. That's number one. They see also the momentum of Boots and the momentum of you. You had the best performance in that May 2nd card. You have great momentum. You looked sharp. You looked great. The only thing that was missing was the knockout, but everything was working on all cylinders. And everything was working great. And then Boots Ennis had a great, outing with Stanionis. Good stoppage with Stanionis. So the boxing community is so. Everybody's talking about how bored it's been for a while, and all we want is exciting. And we know that Teo and Boots does bring an excitement, and you have that clash. and you have legacy put into play, the 2 Ring Magazine lineal champions going at it in their prime.
I think everybody contradicts themselves. They say I compete to the level.
Some of what he said makes sense. There are people that do want to see it. They are respecting him and daring to be great. But then there's other people that's like, bro, that just ain't nothing but a trap fight for boots, man. You fight them, they're going to beat them. They're going to say you were supposed to do it. If you lose to them, they're going to say, oh, you got beat by a little ass Teofimo. It's one of them situations to me. But the only issue here is I just wish Boots would speak up on it. And, you know, not saying he got to speak to me, but just make any kind of statement on it so you can know where he stands. But I think his silence speak volumes if I'm not looking at it the wrong way, right? The last thing he said was he wasn't interested. That's what we heard, right? And that's been very consistent. So why would he have to keep coming out reiterating the same point? I think he's made it clear. And that's why I say it starts to look like clout chasing after a while, because if a guy has made it clear to you that he don't want to fight you, and you even saying one of the issues is him not wanting to fight in Saudi, then why keep speaking his name in the interview? Why keep doing that? Why keep going over it and over it? Why don't you move and answer the call to the guy that's raising his hand that want to fight you? That, listen, it don't matter what fight people want to see more. It matters which one is more realistic. And you would think with Boots saying I'm good on Tio and Devin Haney raising his hand, you would think with Devin Haney not having his best performance in his last fight, it would be the opportunity for you to jump on top of him. But instead, you like, oh, they're trying to rush the fight. You talking about selling out. It's always this like, you try to play this game. This I don't know. I don't even know what game to call it, but you strategically do this when it comes to certain opportunities that will be deemed dangerous or risky for you. You know what I'm saying? And I just don't get it. LaMarcus, what's good, homie? How you feeling? So it's tough to see. It's tough to not see what I see. For me, I see a guy just when it's put right there on a pedestal, you being offered layups and you missing them. You get what I'm saying? You out here shanking field goals, layups, like easy. You get what I'm saying? It's all laid out for you. All you got to do is do business and get in the ring and keep winning. But nah, they trying to rush the fight. Oh, I'm not selling out, and you know. But you also said you didn't apologize, and then you turn right around and apologize too. So could we really believe you? You get what I'm saying? Is it really selling out, or is it being great? Because what's his ideal of being great? Because it's damn sure not chasing guys that don't want to fight you. It's beating up the guys that's on your ass. It's beating up the guys that's calling you out. What else could you be doing? You get what I'm saying? I want to see you move like that. Stop all this imaginary shit. And I'm telling you, I see patterns with this dude. I recognize patterns and I do math. I see two fighters, the last two guys that you were focused on calling out. And then you want to throw Tank in the mix. He's a lightweight. So you definitely wasn't never fighting him, but you in interviews saying you want to fight him. Then you moved to Crawford at 54, knowing he had Canelo on the line. Y'all all knew this. Then you moved to Boots Ennis, who Punch Drunk just alluded to, that got momentum right now. That's why you calling their names. I don't think you want, you got, it's make or break. Yeah, I need to fight Boots. Man, ain't nobody just waking up one day and like all of a sudden now they want to fight Boots, but you don't want to fight a guy like Conor Ben at 47, but you want to fight Boots. You don't want to fight a guy like Antoine Russell or a guy like Devin Haney, but you want to fight Boots. You didn't want to fight Kenneth Sims, Elvis Rodriguez. You get what I'm saying? Raymond Moratai. You wanted to fight Steve Claggett, but you're going to fight Boots. That shit is horse shit. Just leave that alone. That's why I say focus on your weight class, dude. Unless you done with 140, then I ain't trying to hear all this shit. You keep talking about how you the lineal champion. I'm the lineal this, two-time lineal. Are you ready to give that up? Because that's what you pretty much saying if you're going up to 47. So if you really want me to believe that shit, vacate the titles or move up and demand some shit. Make some shit shake with Brian Norman. Go beat somebody at 47. Then I'll start believing it. But until then, you know what you're doing. You're strategically calling out guys with momentum that the boxing world respect, and you don't have the real intentions on fighting them, man. Because anybody that really want to fight ain't going to be getting in their own way the way you're doing. Now you sitting on the side talking about you don't know when you're going to fight. You just going to focus on your gym. Like I said, when my guy's skills at, he might as well get his fishing pole and head to the dock with AB, bro. Head to the dock, bro. You might as well head to the dock.
Level of my competition. So when the competition is high, you're going to get the level of competition. I don't understand. I think I'm just meant to fight the best. I'm not meant to fight C-level fighters or D-level fighters. it doesn't get me going. I think the best of the best gotta fight the best. That's
Right.
what I'm aiming to do. And now everyone notices. Now that everyone's kind of seeing the pattern, you know, they're going back on their word. You know, little bitches, little punks. I'll say that. I'll say that. You know, you guys are not real. I'm thankful, man. Honestly, I'm thankful.
No, it's true. People don't they contradict themselves, bro. It is when they like to mention certain fights or Sandor, the Jermaine Ortiz, but then you got the Loma, you got the Josh Taylor, then you calling out for the Buds and the Boots, and if they think that you're not ready for it, which they
both ducked.
And also Devin Haney did duck that contract before.
Man, cut this shit, man. Cut this shit. You oh, let me chill. Let me chill. I was about to go off. Let me chill. Let me just chill. This dude, you can't say Terrence Crawford ducked you from 2 weight classes away. Like that shit is idiotic, bro. Two weight classes away. You never fought up at 54. You was never fighting there. Y'all all been saying for the longest that y'all been hearing the rumors, just as long as we have, up until it became a solid thing that he's fighting Canelo next. You knew that. Why in the hell would he deviate from fighting Canelo Alvarez to fight you? Why would he do that? Nobody in their right mind would do that. Terrence Crawford didn't duck you. That's the end of that. This is you clout chasing. You clout chased Terrence Crawford, and he pulled up on you and had you looking like a hostage in the video. He had you looking like a hostage. He put his arm around you and made you admit to the world that you just out here promoting yourself. This just shits and giggles to you. So don't turn around in this interview and talk about the same guy that had his arm around you, and you could have said whatever you needed to say to him right there, and you're pretty sure you didn't say it. Now all of a sudden he ducked you. Then you're gonna turn around. You're gonna turn Boots into a duck too? Nah, sir. Hell no. You not at 147 pounds. They just asked you, would you fight Conor Ben at 47? You said, oh, well, I'm still at 140, so we'll have to wait to see. That's what you said. You said that. So no to Conor Ben, but yes to Boots, the more dangerous fighter, right? Tell me I'm just using logic, bro. It don't make sense. Bud Crawford had his ass looking like a hostage, bro. You know how you put your arm, a person admit to some shit they don't want to say? That's what he did. He said, what? Tell him what you said. What this for? Oh, promotion, baby. Yeah, promotion. He said, so I ain't got to fuck him up, y'all. That's getting hold in real life. That's somebody letting you know without crashing out that I'll beat your ass. And now that you let everybody know what you want, that you ain't on shit, I ain't got to crash out. I could have you in this, you under my wing right now, like a damn hostage. He look uncomfortable. Hell no. So you stop clout chasing guys with motion. That's what you doing, bro. And I'm tired of it because you talented as hell. Yeah, you can get Boots an entertaining fight, but actually go up there and fight him though. I can't believe this shit. I'm telling you, I see patterns. Both guys got momentum. Both guys. Terrence Crawford got the biggest opportunity of his career if he fight Canelo. Why would you turn that down and fight him? Then you got Boots coming off the biggest win of his career. Why would he deviate from what he's doing if he feel like he can get undisputed and waste his time with you and you a whole circus? Now you got Turki that don't even want to deal with you. So never mind what the hell Boots said, because they don't even want to rock with you now with the comments that you made. So again, do you really want to fight, or do you just want to clout chase? Because Devin Haney raising his hand. Like I said, at this point, he jumping up and down, waving his hand, bro. He right there. You got an opportunity to go cook somebody that you said you could beat. I don't understand the problem. Everybody gonna respect it. You getting all your credit if you beat them. Come on, man. Like, that's what I say, man. Take the opportunities that's more realistic, man. It takes two. Why wouldn't you want to fight Devin Haney? We understand why Boots wouldn't want to waste his time with you. I'm telling you, Boots gonna beat him up. They're gonna say he was supposed to. Terrence Crawford, why would he waste his damn time? They definitely gonna say the same thing. Why would he waste his time? Nobody turning down Canelo fight to play with Teofimo and his damn daddy. Bro, you proved to Terrence Crawford you wasn't on shit when he seen you and put his arm around you and had you admit to the world on camera that you just promoting. Not that I'm saying this because I really want to fight you. That's what you should have said. You shouldn't have said that. You should have said, no, I'm saying all this stuff because I really want to fight you. You said promotion. You idiot, man. This dude don't want to fight. That shit not fooling me. You could wear all of them. You could find as many stupid disguises, stupid shades and pairs of glasses and silly ass hats. I see through all of that shit. Your actions speak louder than your words. Nobody that's going to elect to fight Steve Claggett when you had more notable guys to fight is going to convince me that now you're going to go from Arnold Barboza to Jerron Ennis. That shit don't even sound right. Get out of here. This ain't no Lomachenko. This ain't that. This ain't Lomachenko that ain't start throwing double-digit punches to the seventh round. You gonna go up there and get yourself hurt. Boots doing your ass a favor. You need to be sending a thank you to Boots right now. You need to be sending Boots some type of care package. Send him some takeover gear, some shit for saving your career. Stop playing, man. He would have beat your little ass, man. I'm not playing. There's no scenario where you beating Boots to me. You're gonna have to show me that, and I don't mind being wrong, but you have to prove it to me. Get the hell out of here. That shit don't even sound right. Yeah, I'm gonna fight Arnold Barboza, who I could have fought years ago, but I ain't fight him for whatever reason. But then I'm gonna go from Barboza to 47, and the first guy I'm gonna fight is Jerron Ennis. No warm-up fights, no nothing. Get the hell out of here. You didn't go to 140 and fight Josh Taylor right out the gate. You fought Pedro Campa. Get your ass out of here. You're not moving right up to 47, playing with the phenom. You're not playing with that dude. Get your ass out of here. Get out of here. He saved your career, bro. That's what you need to be thinking, Boots. Send him some takeover gear for real. Or matter of fact, buy some of his merch, bro. Buy some of his Mr. Catch a Body merch. You know what I'm saying? Why he just saved you some time, bro. Crawford saved you some time, bro. You getting your ass. Both of them dudes would have beat your ass, man. That's what I'm standing on. That's what I've been seeing. That's what the ring tell me. I don't see no scenario, and I could be wrong. It's just my opinion, y'all. I don't see no scenario where he beat Boots. I think Boots will hurt him. I don't think his power carried up to 140 where he's really, truly hurting those guys. He got to be more of an outboxer. I don't see him having nothing in his arsenal to really give Boots any trouble with any consistency, and I think he'll get walked down and beat up. I seen Steve Claggett putting hands on him. I seen a number of different guys be able to land punches on him and make him uncomfortable. Somebody like Boots with that kind of arsenal, that athletic, that fast and strong, with that kind of size, a guy that could be easily fighting at 54 is going to be all wrong for him. You telling me if his power didn't carry up to 140, it's going to carry up to 147, and he going to actually do what with Boots? Now, listen, I can respect it if y'all like, yo, I'm a fan of Teofimo. I just want to see how great he could be. I want to see him against Boots. I have no problem with that. But stop trying to shove the shit down people's throat that Boots is somehow scared of him or ducking him because he's not entertaining this little ass dude. Telling you, man. They waiting for another reason to say Boots stayed at 147 and duck Virgil. Or you stayed at 147 to fight Tio? I thought you wanted undisputed. I can hear it now. I don't want to hear that shit. They already, so if he got to be called a duck, so be it. But he got business at 47 and you got business at 40. You talk all the time and how you the lineal champion 2 times, that you love that shit. You ain't ready to get that up. Prove to the people that you willing to get that up. You ready to not be that no more at 140? I don't think so. I think you love the accolades. I don't think you really got the intent to fight Boots. I'm sorry. Just because you calling his name and look a certain way, it's easy to do that when you know a guy got plans. Boots been had plans. The whole world know what Boots want. And Teofimo don't fit into that. It's just that simple. That simple. We could break down all of the reasons where it could be a good fight, and I get it. But at the end of the day, that fighter is like, bro, nah, I'm good. Same thing with Crawford. Big-ass opportunities. Nah, I'm good. Yeah. But you don't want to fight the guys that's calling your name, only the guys that's not in your weight class. I don't get it. I understand it, bro. I never understand, bro. Never understand it. Never understand it. Never understand it. Let's keep going, man. Y'all smash the like button. Man, I smashed the like button. My bad. Let me get this back started. All right, he gonna continue to be held accountable over here. Y'all smash the like button, sub to the channel. We gonna keep building, man. Shout out to Punch Drunk, man. You know, always for the build, but T.O. got to get it together, man. I think you need to recognize the position he in and take full advantage of it, bro. You get what I'm saying? Stop clout chasing fighters that don't want to fight you. You know what I mean? I ain't no way you and Devin Haney had that back and forth all them years ago, and you don't want to fight him at all. So it's not one part of you that want to get in the ring and fight that man. Why not? Come on, man. Come on, y'all fathers going back and forth. Come on, bro. He said the whole reason that he said liquor is because of what? Because of what? Somebody always talking about his father drunk, man. Come on, man. Fight then. Get in the ring. You got an opportunity to fight a guy that went to an active liquor store looking for your dad. You get what I'm saying? Come on, man. And you don't want to get in there and fight this dude for what reason? Crazy, man. Crazy. Let's get back to this, y'all. Crazy work, man. Don't want to fight this guy.
I did apologize to him.
That's not even a thing.
I compete to the level of my competition. So when the competition is high, you're going to get the level of competition. I don't understand. I think I'm just meant to fight the best. I'm not meant to fight C-level fighters or D-level fighters. It doesn't get me going. I think the best.
But you picked one. No disrespect to Steve Claggett, but you picked one. You picked him. Who's the C? You call him Barboza a C-level fighter? Like, bro, I'm trying to understand this guy. He said that don't get him up, but that's who you picked, and then you justified it. And Mark Kriegel put you on blast on the interview when he asked you, why did you say no to these guys and this guy? You said ain't nobody doing what you doing when you fought Steve Claggett. That's what he said. You can't make this shit up. That's why I say, man, he just be talking, man. Listen, man. I rock with the talent, but not the character. He trying to sell me something, and I ain't buying it. Old school, what it do, homie? How you feeling?
So the best, gotta fight the best. That's what I'm aiming to do. And now everyone notices. Now that everyone's kind of seeing a pattern, you know, they're going back on their word. You know, little bitches, little punks. I'll say that. You know, you guys are not real. I'm thankful, man. Honestly, I'm thankful.
No, it's true. People don't. They contradict themselves, bro. It is when they like to mention certain fights, the Sandor, the Jermaine Ortiz, but then you got the Loma, you got the Josh Taylor, then you calling out for the Buds and the Boots, and if they think that you're not ready for it,
which they both ducked.
And also, Devin Haney did duck that contract before going to Turki Alashikh. I did send him a contract and they declined. And Bill Haney also said they declined because they didn't want to work with Top Rank.
Yeah, but why talk about that when it's on the table now? So your story that you want to sell is that Terrence Crawford ducked you, Boots Ennis ducked you, Devin Haney ducked you. Oh, guess what, y'all? The reason that y'all haven't seen me in the ring is because everybody ducking me. Not the fact that I've been going on all types of rants and disrespecting anybody anytime I feel like it. None of that is the problem, y'all. Yeah, the real reason I ain't been in the ring is because nobody want to fight me. They all ducking me. Says who, man? That shit ain't never been the story. The only reason he got an issue getting a fight is his fault. It'd be his fault. Nobody else.
Okay,
bro.
so who's ducking? I think right now I just want to.
Can't duck somebody that's not.
I need to focus on my family, my family tree. You know, you guys will see me back in the ring. You know, I'm gonna keep making noise. We just did a dance video with the Jabberwockies that should be coming out very soon.
Oh yeah, that's a son. Oh yeah, you got your belt back. They stole your belt, right?
Yeah, I gotta go get it, but I got it back, man. So I got it back. I got it back. They got their trophy back though. We did a fair trade. You know?
All right. Yo, but man, it's good that you did though. Apologize. I think that was a good move. You know what I'm saying? It showed fairness in the public eye as well, because I don't think that, you know, Turkey.
And that's why I say people got to stop enabling the money. Like, that shit ain't legit, bro. Like, the fact of the matter is you don't be wanting the opportunities like you say you do. If he didn't fight you back then, and you got an opportunity to fight him now, and I'm assuming you threw out $11 million, I'm assuming that was for him. I'm assuming, because that's the one you talking about, right? You ain't talking about Boots. You talking about him. So I'm assuming that was on the table for you to fight him, and you talking about some shit from years ago, when you know the reason that y'all really didn't fight was you all this time and not Devin Haney. I'm not letting you slide with that shit. You're not about to do that. He been calling you out. And all you've been doing is trolling, talking shit in the media. You'll talk crazy, but when it's time to fight him, you make up excuses, just like you're doing right now, and you bringing up some old shit. Telling you, man, what you need to be doing is making sure that they took your apology serious and that you can get those opportunities, because you're going to have a lot more problems than Devin Haney if you can't get right. You can't get your business in order because you can't keep your foot
Oh
up.
man, that took away a lot of my street cred. That took a lot of my shit. You know what I'm saying?
Cred.
But in order for things to come forward, I had to let go of a lot of things, and you know,
Man, hold on, what?
Oh, but man, it's good that you did though. Apologize. I think that was a good move. You know what I'm saying? It showed fairness in the public eye as well, because I don't think that, you know, Turki.
No, man, that took away a lot of my street cred. That took a lot of my shit. You know what I'm saying? But in order for things to come forward,
Teofimo, Teofimo, the reason the boxing world knows you because you box, and you are pretty damn good at it. Pretty damn good at it. I have no problem saying that. We don't know you because of anything related to the street. I think I speak for most boxing fans when I say that. We not concerned. Street cred, my ass. You ain't never had no street cred. What are you talking about? This man said it messed up his street cred. Yo, bro, this boxing, not the streets. I know it's like the Wild Wild West, bro, but this ain't the streets, fam. I get it. Don't mess with Texas. Shout out to my guy. This man said it messed up his street cred. It's crazy.
cred, that took a lot of my shit. You know what I'm saying? I think that it's cred that took a lot of my shit. You know,
as well, because I don't think that, you know, Turki.
No, man, that took away a lot of my street cred. That took a lot of my shit. You know what I'm saying? But in order for things to come forward, I had to let go of a lot of things, and you know, it's a give and take in this world.
Him apologizing messed up his street cred. So let me get this straight. You more concerned with how the apology made you look to some street credit that you don't even have, versus if the apology was taken the right way and you could potentially, you know, mend any broken fence that you open the door that you may have closed on yourself. You more concerned with the street cred rather than your opportunities. And you telling me this is a dude that's in touch with reality? And I don't know if he's joking or not, but he looked dead serious. Why in the hell would a boxer give a damn about street cred? I'm sorry, unless you're a street guy. I don't care. I don't care about street cred. I'm not in the street. I don't give a damn about no street credit. Bro, you should care about the opportunities that's on the table and whether or not you ruined them by getting in your own way. You get what I'm saying? Boxing Hacker, what's good with it, fam? Let's keep going, y'all. Let me try to play the rest of this.
I think that it's okay. It was hard. It was hard to do something of that nature, but I knew I was in the wrong, so it wasn't as difficult. You know,
hey yo, bro, we all as humans, bro. We have jobs we got to go to. We have to pay attention. We have to work with supervisors and managers. We have to work with pay that we don't like, that we don't want to go to work. And at the end of the day, that's life. We got to swallow our pride sometimes, you know, just to move forward, because it's to take care of our family at the end of the day, and not close, you know, doors that could easily be open and stay open.
And then I like the
there you go. Shout out to you, Punch. That's what you're supposed to be telling them. Listen, I get credit where it's due. If you say some shit that I can rock with, there you go. That's what you should be telling them. Just fuck street credit. Who cares? You're not in the street, bro. You doing business. And look, real men can see it as see it for what it is. If you were sincere about the apology, look, you came out the side of your mouth with something that was disrespectful. This was your way of getting out in front of it. Look, I apologize. I shouldn't have said that shit. I got people watching me. I should do better. That's what you should be on, bro. That's what you tell them. You use your opportunity and your platform to let the boxing world know that you ain't just no fan, but you really a supporter. That's why I don't call myself no fan and no fighter, man. That's why. Because a fan to let a fighter think the bullshit he doing is cool. A supporter going to be like, hey, bro, that ain't it. Because you won't get my money moving that way. That's being real with them, not making them think, this shit is cool. No, it's not. It ain't never been cool to be an idiot. In front of people? Come on, man. What we talking about? So I like that. I like that little bit right there. That's what you tell them. Yes, you don't want to close doors that was open for you and could potentially stay open. Why would you? Why would you want to burn bridges for no apparent reason whatsoever? You have no incentive, no reason to do it. You just wake up and choose violence and just, I'm going to disrespect Turki because I don't like him. Come on, man. That's all I'm saying. And he's pretty much saying it. He didn't even have a reason to be doing this. He shouldn't have said this shit. That's all I'm saying. I ain't advocating for, you know, oh, how you got to respect Turkey. That's on him. But I'm just saying, business wise, that's stupid business. Like, if you're going to openly disrespect somebody that, you know, name is in all types of conversations for better or for worse, he get talked about a lot. So for you to try to go that route, the disrespectful route for no reason, it's good to see that you walked it back. But let's see if you can be consistent with it. And if the damage is already done, because you're right now, you talking about you don't know when you're going to get back in the ring, or you don't know when you're going to do business with Turkey, should I say. Shout out to Big Dog Willie, man. He say he lost his street cred. Got smashed by a New York Giant football player. Now he's mad at every black man on earth, dumbass. You are hell. Big Dog Willie is hell, bro. Big Dog Willie is hell, man. Oh, man. Shout out to my homie, man. Deuce, man. In the Cash App, supporting the grind. Purchasing a shirt, man. Much love to my homie. Shout out to you,
and we ain't
bro.
never got a box again. Well. I already been getting these bet, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Support homie. Yeah, man. Big Bob, what it do? What's good with it, man? Yeah, man. Let's keep going, y'all. Let's keep going.
The fact that, you know, PBC as well. I was there. The hospitality, just the ambiance, the way they all work, the way I got, you know, I collected a nice hat, you know, feel me? So
he took a picture with the PBC with a little hashtag by it. I don't know if this is him shopping himself around, because he did say that out of his mouth. But you know, sometimes he just be talking. But I did see him, like you see Oscar making a pitch. Oscar saying that for if you don't got a promoter, you know, and then you seen him PBC personnel. So I don't know, maybe he up to something. Maybe he looking for a new home. I don't know. But last I heard, sound like Bob Ram tired of this shit anyway.
I think things are in play, and I'm very grateful for everybody, all the promoters, you know, that are in the sport of boxing. I don't got no problems with anybody. I think there was some miscommunication between me and Turkey. There's too many hands in the pot. You know what I'm saying? And I think that causes friction. I had to take a step back and realize that. Other than that, I'm not going to call out none of the promoters. I'm not going to, you know, I'm not going to blast their name. I'm not going to say anything bad about them. I think that at the end, I'm getting older, and this is my job. I'm not going to cut my finances just because of things that people don't need to know about, you know. You guys will have to go through it as fighters and as, you know, managers and as people that love the sport. I don't need to tell you guys everything.
That's facts.
Even though I said a lot of things, but
bro,
look, you don't.
What's up with chat? How they doing?
The chat. What's up? We got
the chat.
What's good with it,
the
bro?
punch, please. Take the Blake. Shut up. Boots been ducking everybody. They got a new name, Puss in Boots. Shout out to Puss in Boots.
That's tough.
I ain't no shout out to Puss in Boots, and it ain't tough. Nah, Boots will punch his low ass back down to 35 somewhere. That's what Boots would do. And now, like I said, and I'm standing on it, by Boots not electing to fight you, he did you a favor and he saved your career. You should, like, you better send that man some type of care package. I'm serious about that. Maybe don't let it be no takeover gear, because he might burn that shit, but send him some type of care package to let him know that you appreciate the solid he just did for your career, bro. Because I'm telling you, that shit would have went real bad for you. I truly believe that. You're not going to be able to bluff your way through 12 rounds with Boots. You're not making it out of that fight unscathed. If guys like Steve Claggett could put hands on you consistently, even though you beat him, he was able to consistently hit you. It wasn't hard for him to find you in there. The Sandor Martins dropped you. It wasn't hard for him to find you. Jermaine Ortiz had you looking suspect. You questioned yourself at the Sandor. Nakatani had you feeling like you don't want to fight tall guys. Ain't Boots is tall like that. So again, he ain't fought another guy that nowhere near that height since. So think about that. Nakatani had you saying you ain't never fight no more tall guys. You don't want to fight no more big guys. Boots is that. That's your worst nightmare, bro. That's a guy that's Nakatani size with way more to bring to the table. That should be all bad for you, bro. Stay in your lane, take the fights that make sense for you, and stop clout chasing the names of the fighters that got clout and momentum right now. You get me? I can't stress it enough, man. I don't see it as real. Why? Because you turning down opportunities. You know what I mean? Before this Boots thing was talked about, it was an opportunity for you to fight Brian Norman, was it not? I even talked about him. That it was an opportunity for you to fight him. Did you go up there and do it? Get your ass out of here, man. I'm not beat. And there ain't nobody going from no damn Arnold Barboza to Jerron Ennis at all. You get what I'm saying? And Jonathan, you a weirdo, man. You can't duck somebody that's not in the same weight class. You got to learn some boxing, bro. You get what I'm saying? I don't give a damn what person told you he ducked. You cannot duck somebody from a separate weight class, bro.
Like the Philly shell. That shit was funny.
Yeah,
Meanwhile,
it was
you don't
funny.
got
It
no
was funny.
energy.
You see what
You don't
everybody else
got
is
no
saying.
energy for Teofimo saying he not selling out for $11 million. I bet you got some kind of cute ass excuse as to why $11 million ain't good for a person that said they ain't even made $1 million yet. And all he do is complain about money. Make it make sense. Where your energy at for him? Because he clearly don't want to fight Devin Haney. So is he ducking Devin Haney because he ain't answering the call? And he just listed 11 million reasons why he should say yeah to the fight. Get that shit out of here, man. Your man don't want what he say he want, man. He want the clout that comes with the notion that he wants the people to believe, yeah, I really want to fight Boots. If he can get you to believe it, then he got you fooled. I'm not running with it. You're not going from no Arnold Barboza to Jerron Ennis, bro, for your first fight at 147. Get your. He got so much unfinished business at 140, and you want me to believe that? Come on, man. Don't time nobody out unless they disrespectful. I don't care about nobody's opinion. I don't want nobody to be timed out for their opinion. They could talk all the Boots duck stuff. It's all good. Just let them go. Unless they disrespectful, then we get them out of here. Other than that, let them rock. I don't care. Shout out to Randall. We're going to keep going. You don't want
Teo versus Crawford.
That would be nice. That would be
Yo,
nice.
what you feel about the performance? I know you answer how you feel about Jermall Charlo. I'm happy that he's back, yo. And he gave you a lot of props as well, man.
Absolutely. Lions only, man. Lions only. Shout out to the Charlo brothers. They've always been real from the jump, honestly. They've always been a supporter. And so have I. And I got nothing wrong to say about them. I'm happy to see them back on their feet, you know, really, and Jermall like coming back to that in that way. So, you know, he's doing his thing, and he just gotta stay consistent now. You know, don't be hanging around, don't be drinking too much, don't be doing none of that. Just go back and lock in, man, because this window that we have of success is so short that it'll go away like this. So.
Oh, so you do understand y'all have a very short window. You do understand that. You got to take a bit of your own advice, T.O. Got to take a bit of your own advice, G. You get me? Take a bit of your own advice. You get me? You got a short window. What are you, 27 now? Listen, you're accomplished as a young fighter. You talented still. You got some career ahead of you. You got a lot more that you could accomplish. I think if you just stop with the sidebar antics and you just focus on what makes Teofimo entertaining. And I think that's the skill sets, that's the gifts that you were born with, right? You get what I'm saying? And utilize your platform, make the best opportunities for yourself for the most money. Go get your paydays that you deserve and just keep trying to be great. That's what I would like to see for the young man, because I don't dislike him. I just don't like the energy that he been putting out or the shit that he been saying. I'm real enough to say that I don't know him personally, but I know anybody that's moving like that definitely don't got my support if you willing to disrespect any and everybody. You get what I'm saying? But like I said, I love boxing, so I'm always rooting for these young dudes. I just feel like he a misguided fool. He should know better, but I don't think he's at that point yet. If what he's saying in this interview is any indication as to how he gonna move from this point forward, then I could support this type of energy. But he could have been on this the whole time. He could have did without all the unnecessary antics. You get what I'm saying? He would have been much better off without it. Shout out to Boxing Hacker. Appreciate you. Say, well, Punch wearing his wetsuit to talk to T.O. But on the real, I wish Boots would take the fight to prove us right. Yeah, Boots saying no, it looks bad. It only looks bad if you feel like fighters don't got choices, Boxing Hacker. It only looks bad if you feel like you know, just because his name is being called, he gotta say yeah to him, right? If you disregarding the fact that Boots said what he want and that clearly don't fit into that description, and then it's like it's a lot of other shit that go with dealing with him, like, and we just never know. That's why I wish Boots would speak on it, but I don't think it looks bad because you got to be real with yourself, right? Nobody that was willing to fight an Earl Spencer or Terrence Crawford is going to be ducking a Teofimo or not wanting to fight him, right? Fans are just conditioned to think stupid. I'm going to just be honest. Like, oh, if he don't fight him, he ducking him. They're not even in the same weight class. Tio was picking, selected, you know, think about something. What's a more dangerous fight, Conor Benn or you think Boots Ennis? And if you're going to say no to Conor Benn, but the explanation you use for it, you didn't say no to Conor Benn because I only want to focus on Boots Ennis. I want Boots Ennis and nobody else because they say he the best. It's not what you're saying. When they asked you about another guy at 47, you said, well, I'm still at 140. That just goes to show you, like, if your message is consistent as to what you want, you're going to make sure people understand that every time you speak. And what he's doing is strategically picking on guys that have clout, that either have the biggest opportunity coming up or coming off the biggest win in their career in Boots, right? Crawford got Canelo. You don't see the pattern. You get what I'm saying? It's the same old song and dance. And then it's like, do you really want either of those opportunities? Because the guy that could have got you the Boots fight that you said you wanted so much, you shitted on him and you kind of burnt the brick. Do you get what I'm saying? Imagine me. It's like burning the plug in a sense, right? On some street shit. It's like burning the plug and then thinking they're going to rock with you. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's what he did. It's like, do you really want the opportunity to get money? Right? Do you want to really make money? Do you want to be great? Do you want to be the takeover? Right? Do you want these Turki Alashikh opportunities? Because you had no problem fighting in Times Square, right? You said you've been living good since then. So that's why I ask people to just think about that a bit deeper. Does somebody that really want to fight get in their own way and shit on the guy that would have been making the fight? You heard Turki Alashikh proposing Boots and Timalifu. He's the one talking about it. Why would you shit on the guy that can make the fight for you and then expect me at home to be like, yeah, he really wanted that fight. Yeah, he wanted it so much that he's willing to disrespect the guy, just to get the fight? You know, talking like that, there's consequences to that shit. He can't say he ain't know no better, man. And if he ain't know, he know that. People gonna try to look at Boots like he don't got options, but I just don't feel like until Teofimo show me that he ready to go to 147, I ain't buying it, y'all. He not selling me this shit. Nobody that picked Steve Claggett and fought Arnold Barboza way after he was supposed to fight him, to me, makes me think that the next logical move is Boots in your first fight there. No acclamation, no nothing. First it was Crawford, y'all. He moved from Crawford. And he said Boots probably sounded a little more realistic. Let me move the goalpost to Boots. That's what he did. He legit moved the goalpost to Boots. And I just can't rock with it, bro. Yeah, that's a fact, LaMarcus. And I'm telling you, man, if you relying on him to make his own fights, it'll never happen. When have y'all seen Tio make his own fight? Because that's what that'll be. You know, you want to fight a guy that ain't thinking about you. You know what I'm saying? Haney, Matias, Antoine Russell, and Hitchens. That's what I'm saying, bro. You got all that smoke down there. You don't want none of that. You don't want none of that, though. You want to go up, though. Is he really done at 40? Is he done being a lineal champion at 40? WBO champion down there? Is he going to go up and challenge the WBO champion at 47? Or is he going to just keep calling Boots' name? And hoping that people paint a guy that's at a heavier weight class as a duck for not fighting a little dude. You get what I'm saying? Y'all could get the goofy ass Dan out of here. You can get goofy Dan out of here. See, when they disrespectful, we can get them out of here. Only when they disrespect. You say stupid stuff like ducking and they're not even in the same weight class, but you won't bring up the fact that he said he's not selling out over $11 million. This dude just said they're trying to rush the Devin Haney fight, and you making excuses for him. You should be ashamed of yourself, dude.
Yeah, man. That's and shout out to Jermall Charlo. I know he's been dealing with stuff outside of the ring with family. You know, getting a divorce. You know, fighting for fight.
I'm playing tough game.
Appreciate y'all. Smash that like button, y'all. Let's keep working, man. Let's keep building. We're gonna cook for a little while longer.
Fighting for his 5 kids, so that could be a strain for any man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't understand that fighters go through things like us regular human beings and things of that nature. So, you know,
Yeah.
so I'm glad that he's back, and you know, I'm glad that he's back. I'm glad that you holding your own as well. You know, people don't know things that you going through yourself that nobody need to know, that nobody need to know, but you also going through things as well. You know, it's not that easy.
It's part of it. I think that it's to make us better men. You know, tougher
Mhm.
men, thick skin. Something that definitely will continue to happen in my career, in my life. I'm only 27, so nevertheless,
You
just a
already know,
learning. Look,
Tio.
it's only a
We
mistake
didn't
when you
record.
repeat it. I'm not going to repeat these types.
He has said he said Teach earlier in the interview, he said he not gonna sell his soul for 11 million. When he got asked about who the 11 million was for, he never specified. He ain't answered the question. He said he a Leo or something stupid like that. He never answered the question, but I'm assuming it's Devin Haney. Shout out to Punch Drunk. He had in his title that the 11 million was offered to Tio for the Devin Haney fight. So I'm assuming if it was safe for him to put that in his title and he talking to him, I think it's safe to assume that it was for the Devin Haney fight. But he's saying they're trying to rush it. How are they trying to rush it when this man just took over a year off out the ring? You idiot. Like, I don't understand what you mean, rush it. The fight right there for the taking. What do you mean? That's why I say no to Devin Haney, but it's yeah to Boots. Make it make sense, bro. Yeah, he said 11 million. He just said 11 million, Teach. He said he won't sell his soul for 11 million.
The mistakes, I'm just going to learn from them as lessons, so that it just be an experience. You know.
I say this, man. It was good. Humble that is a humbling that and maturity that you did apologize. But I also feel like, you know, Turkey done a good thing in the sport of boxing. Should humble and also accept and lock in some good fights. You know what I'm saying? Fighters go back and forth with promoters, business handlers, and stuff like that since the Tyson days. We seen Canelo with Oscar. We seen you know.
Eddie and Canelo.
That's what I'm saying, Teach. But if you just listen to the things and that's what I was trying to tell Juan earlier in the chat. It's a lot of stuff that we don't know that's true. I'm the first to admit that. I'm not a guy that act like I know all the ins and outs of what's going on behind scenes, but I know what he say out his mouth. And it's easy to make sense out of it because he's telling it. You get what I'm saying? You clearly got $11 million offered to you because you're saying you're not going to sell out for it. Why do you feel like you got to sell out for it? And this is the second time in a row when offered a lucrative opportunity that he said he made an excuse not to take it. It's starting to look like math to me. It's a pattern. It's like you get in your own way. And for whatever reason, I don't know. But I mean, maybe some of his paranoia is justified if he feel like he's fighting in Saudi. But the last time he fought on his card, it was in Times Square. So that's New York. So I don't know. It just sounds like excuses to me. And it's very convenient for him to go this route soon as another lucrative opportunity is offered to you. And it's one of those fighters that you talk about so much. Matias was one of them. You said you beat Puerto Rican fighters easy. You don't care if they disrespect you. You got offered to fight, turn it down. Say what you'll do to Devin Haney, this and that, and you don't fight him when you get the opportunity. You get what I'm saying? So it's just crazy to me.
Eddie
We're
Canelo.
seeing Triple G with, you know, not with Tom Loeffler, but with Oscar.
Eubank Frank Warren.
Yeah.
Who else was? You got
Many.
even Ryan Garcia with Oscar de la Hoya. Ryan Garcia, Oscar de la Hoya. Floyd Mayweather tank.
Tio could come back and lose even Keyshawn and Norman. Shout out to KO. It's possible if he even get in a ring to one of them. But I think in the long run, and I could be wrong, is potentially he could back himself into a corner. And the way he'll do it is he'll continue to get in his way. Like, I don't want to call him a beggar, but it almost, because, you know, if you want to fight, you want to fight, but continue to ask for fights that where guys are not interested in you and you know that, and then you continue to use their name, that comes off as like begging and clout chasing, either one you want to use. So he essentially going to back himself into a corner where you're forced to take a fight that you didn't want to take because you're not playing your cards right. Listen, I can't tell him what move to make. He can make whatever move he see fit. It's his career, not mine. He got to take the punches, but that's what I think is in the long run what will happen. If you continue to move like this and get in your way, you're going to put yourself in a situation where you got to take a fight that's dangerous that you didn't want to take, and it could go bad for you. But we're going to see, because it do seem like Bob just letting it sort itself out. You know what I'm saying? He ain't losing no sleep over Teofimo, no way.
You've seen Devin with Eddie Hearn, you know?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So
I mean,
I
but
think
His Excellency is not used to this type of treatment because no one does it. No one's, I guess, stupid enough to do it. So I think
well,
that's what it is.
Shakur had to,
Yeah, he had to go
apply.
through that. Yeah, but it wasn't as bad as me just directly sending the shot, you know. But no, you
Or
know,
just flew off the handle or was just mad at something and they got some straightening. You just decided to just wake up and be disrespectful. And from your explanation, you didn't even have a reason for it. You just did it. You just went up there and did it. So again, man, I don't know everything. Maybe he got his reasons for it, but at the end of the day, why I don't care about whatever his reasons was, because he didn't stand on it. You get what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying double down on ignorance, but if you really said this and it was for a reason, then maybe you should have stood on that, whatever your reason was for speaking how you did. But like you always do, like you did when Bud Crawford finally got you in the same room, you walked it back, right? You was just promoting. You ain't want to fight. You had an opportunity to tell him the reason I've been talking like that, y'all, is because I actually want to fight him. You didn't say that. Get what I'm saying? So again, man, I'm able to see through this shit. It's smoke and mirrors. Do I think he's scared of fighters? No. He do this shit for a living. I don't think he's scared, but I think it's certain guys that he just rather not fight or potentially lose to. I think it's some of these. I think he worried about losing to some of these same guys that he shit on. Because think about it. Imagine shitting on these certain particular fighters, and then first time you get in the ring with one, they beat you. You're already having it tough now, hanging on with that one loss. Like, you lose again, man. I'm telling you. You know how the boxing world will do you.
We'll see where boxing takes me. And I think that hopefully, you know, hopefully we see everybody, you know, see me fighting very soon. I think that I think so. It's well deserved, man. It's well earned.
Of course, man. You in position, man.
And again, y'all, now listen, I wanted to let this play out, but I can't help it, bro. Do you hear him? Now it's like, oh, hopefully I'll be fighting soon. But then when he spoke about fighting Devin Haney, like they trying to rush it. So on one end, he telling you he want to fight. Oh, I want to fight Boots, y'all. But then on the other end, they trying to rush this Devin Haney fight. I want to fight, but I don't know what I'm gonna be fighting, y'all. Yeah, I want the opportunities, but Turki's a dictator. Like I'm not here to debate that. But why move like that? You get what I'm saying? It don't make sense. How are they trying to rush a fight if you ready to fight? It don't make sense. You only want to fight guys that are not interested in you. Until I see you start calling out them 140 guys, I ain't hearing none of this 47, 54 garbage no more. I'm good on all of that. I don't respect it. I don't believe it. And I listen, you talented, dude, but I don't believe it. You're not going from Barboza to Boots. Leave that shit alone. Just like you was never going from 140 to 54 to ever fight Terrence Crawford. You got to stop doing that. That's what I'm saying. That turns the fan off. People don't even believe you. Besides the guy up on the screen, that's it. I don't believe that shit, bro. Shout out to Real Malachi Ross. Boxing, what's good, bro? Said Hitchens could potentially get the belts at 140. I would like to see that fight. You know what I mean? Him and Hitchens would be a good fight. You get me? If he just focus up. So that's all I'm saying, y'all. If y'all wonder why I'm hard on him, because he get credit for just saying shit. Oh yeah, I'm gonna fight Crawford. Yeah, Crawford's ducking him. Oh, I want to fight Boots. Yeah, Boots is ducking him. It's like, bro, what? What are y'all talking about? Like, what the hell? Man, nobody that lost to Cambosis is Boots worried about. Nobody that lost to no little ass George Cambosis. Imagine what Boots would do to Arnold Barboza. With all due respect to Arnold Barboza, but imagine what Jerron Ennis would do to him if they was in the same boxing ring together. Imagine what would happen. What would happen if they was in the same boxing ring together? I'm just saying, bro, like the shit that you do, like he put out ass whoopings. Like people could go to the club the next day after fighting you. They just be disappointed, right? Boots ain't even, you beating your ass. You don't even got a chance to be disappointed about losing. You out there in the hospital somewhere getting checked, making sure everything still work. Telling you don't even got a chance to be disappointed about losing to him. You out there fighting for your life somewhere. I'm telling you, Boots beating the fight out of world champions, and you letting guys that are considered dead bodies survive in front of you. Y'all not the same kind of fighter, bro. That shit is not the same. That Boots ass whooping.
But no, you know,
is not the same shit at all.
We'll see where boxing takes me, and I think that hopefully, you know, yeah, hopefully we see everybody, you know, see me fighting very soon. I think that yeah, I think so. It's well deserved, man. It's well earned.
Of course, man. You in position, man. You still in position. People calling you out. See that Haney's want to fight you. You know what I'm saying? Richardson Hitchens, of course, in that fight that they're going to be having June 14th in Madison Square Garden, the winner's going to fight you. And let's say George Kambosos gets an upset, that'll be a rematch, a unification bout, and a rematch. So that's still open. Brian,
man, knock it off, Punch. George Kambosos is about to get his ass handed to him. Richardson Hitchens about to paint a Picasso on George Kambosos, bro. Like, he gonna have to really sprain an ankle, twist a knee, dislocate a shoulder, and all that. Some more shit to lose. Like, he not losing to that dude. I just don't see it. Like, he'll have to fall off a major cliff, have a terrible camp, all types of shit that have to go wrong. George Kambosos is about to get a belt to his ass when they fight. What is it? He gonna get his ass handed to him. That's not happening. And we shouldn't even push for that. Well, I mean, I wouldn't push for that because I don't think he beats T.O. in a rematch, but it's no way in hell. George Kambosos don't need to be in the ring with T.O. But after Richardson Hitchens do what he do, I think George Kambosos is just gonna be a good, solid gatekeeper if he stick around. I don't see him beating no top guys no more. I feel like he had his run respectfully. He accomplished some shit. World champion, you can never take it from him. He fight whoever, right? Pretty scrappy dude, but he not beating no more top guys, man. So
Brian Norman Jr. still want to fight you. So there's people still calling it. There's still money on the table. There's still fights on the table and opportunities for you to enhance your legacy. You know?
That's why I'm maintaining my weight right now, 151, 152. Just in case any weight class wants to get some action and it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So I've been maintaining this weight, been training every day, just, you know, so I think that's another great thing. I definitely want to answer some of the questions for the chat before I head out.
Let me get this one. EA.
All right, man. Shout out to Punch, man. We got what we needed from that, man. Good work as always. But look, T.O. back to that. He did a 180, y'all. He spent it back. You know what I'm saying? He said he wasn't apologizing. He got up on there and he started talking like he got sense, man. You know? Started saying he got fans, he got other people watching him at home. People paying attention to him. And look, like I said, if he's sincere, if he's genuine about that energy, then I could support that message and him just being the fighter that he capable of being. But it still don't dismiss all the shit that he did. But can't stay stuck on that shit. If you show me that you could get on the straight and narrow, give a person a reason to want to watch you, then it'll be what it is. But right now, it's just talk. And we got to see if you serious about the shit that you saying. So, I mean, next week you could be back playing them same games again. So I ain't gonna say too much. I just want to see what's gonna transpire from here. But it seemed like he got opportunity took off the table for him, and whether or not he ruined the opportunity for himself, it sounded like he wasn't gonna take it no way. So, and you got Oscar De La Hoya. Look, Oscar made a pitch. He said, "Bro, if you don't have no promoter, give me a call. I can give you advice and take care of your best interests. Let's make you a PPV star like you deserve." Oscar is doing typical promoter talk. I did hear somebody mention, or I seen somebody type that said he no longer with Top Rank. Like I said, that I don't know. I don't know. He might be forced to mess back with Top Rank when it's all said and done. We seen this story before. You know what I mean? We tried some shit with Triller before. That shit ain't work out. He had one fight in Times Square with Turki Alashikh and already seemingly burnt that bridge. So I said this before and I'm gonna say it again. At the end of the day, he's gonna find himself with limited options because either he's gonna burn a bridge or ruin an opportunity that would make sense for his career to move forward. And that's how he moves. That's what he does. And when it's all said and done, he's gonna be right there, and Bob gonna still get paid to watch him fight. I'm telling you, that's what's gonna happen. Better not go to Oscar either. He's gonna make you fight the brothers just like he made Ryan. You're gonna be able to keep ducking. Nope. So he's still top rank. They had to approve the deal with Turki. All someone got to do is use Google, man. Yeah, I never seen him. I never seen nothing. Come on, man. With this damn blower, man. I never seen nothing that said he wasn't with Top Rank. I just seen somebody type it, but I ain't see that nowhere else but the chat. But I'm like, I do see him, Oscar made a pitch at him a little bit, right? Say, if you don't have a promoter. And it sounds like Tio is just, I don't know, shopping himself around. Hold on, where's that? He's with this PBC guy. What did he say? Stand still. He tagged Premier Boxing Champions. I mean, this could just be a picture, but I'm speaking. The reason I brought that up because he spoke on it in the interview, and he said he was shopping around a little bit and seeing who could take him to the next level. So I don't know. That sounds crazy if you still under contract with Top Rank and you talking about you shopping to see who could take you to the next level. See you go mess around and get sued or let him buy himself out. I mean, something. Yeah, he said he's shopping to see who can buy him under contract. That's what he said. Yeah, right. That's what he said. That's what he said. And you see him taking pictures with somebody. He tagged Premier Boxing Champions. I usually don't see him do shit like that. And then he took the picture. I mean, you got Oscar hollering at him. So, I don't know where Tio going to end up at. But I don't know who he's going to fight next either. That's the crazy part. I mean, he should be it should be him and Devin Haney. I really feel like that's the fight to make. But if you stupid, you're going to get in your own way. And you're not going to try to make the fight. And HA2, what it do, homie? How you feeling? So we'll see. We'll see, man. But Tio say he ain't selling his soul for that 11 million, man. Sound like he don't want that bread then. He don't really want that money. Nah, that's gonna be the problem. He gonna shelf himself. He gonna shelf himself. I ain't never see somebody with opportunities like this shelf themselves, but that's what he about to do. Watch. He gonna overplay his hand. Or maybe he won't. Maybe he's smart enough. I don't know. But he may have already overplayed his hand. He ain't taking none of them fights, man. They said before he had an opportunity to fight Raymond Moritai when he fought Claggett and didn't fight him. I mean, then again, who knows? I don't know. Maybe he will, but it's unfortunate that Devin Haney ain't the next fight for him. It should be. Why not? Why wouldn't it? Should be the next fight for him. Seems like the fight did great on IG. Live in a minute. Yeah, Jordan. I'm telling you. You're going to be looking for the influence. You got 11 minutes more than Devin in that contract. Probably so. Probably so. Which is probably why he say he ain't going to sell his soul. That's a good point, bro. Probably why he say he won't sell his soul. Because they say he probably feel like he got to, they got to be locked into something. But that's some real money, man. I don't know, man. I don't know what to make of it, man. These dudes be making these weird ass conspiracies, man, and just seem like it's more to it than that. Like it's starting to come down to, do you want the opportunities you say you want or not? You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm at with it. Do you really want to fight the people you say you want to fight? I don't believe he do. That's all. And I think Tom gonna showcase that more so than anything. Like at the end of the day, he gonna try to push that all of these people somehow ducked him, which is why they not fighting. You know what I'm saying? But I think that's BS. Yeah, I think we all know that. I think anybody that's paying attention know the reason that these fights ain't gonna happen, at least for the immediate future, is because it's him. That's what I'm saying. Shout out to John BX, man. Appreciate the 5-piece. Say, hey, just sell my soul for 11 I would put the white nightgown at the tablecloth of my head, learn Arabic, and change my name to Muhammad. It just makes me question, like, I just start to look at things a certain way, right? And I could be wrong. I don't want to believe that he's scared of people, but it seems like certain fights or certain fighters, like he cool with, like, you know, talking crazy, speaking about him in interviews. But then when the time comes and it's like, yo, you could fight him. It's like, oh, I'm not fighting him because of this or because of that. And like right now, he's saying right with Devin Haney, he said they're trying to rush the fight, but he's saying hopefully he be back in the ring soon. It just don't make sense. On one end, he's saying they rushing the fight, would sound like you saying they rushing you to try to make a fight with him. But then you saying you don't know when you gonna fight, but you hopefully it's soon. It's just he all over the place. He all of RUNIED was good with it, homie. How you feeling? So at a point, just seemed like T more concerned with attention. Yeah, that's what he is. He into that. That's what he want. He want attention, bro. He want attention, man. He want attention. Yo, shout out to my guy John BX, man. Appreciate you, bro. Said Teal needs to get his mind right. Yeah, he'd be getting paid more than better be even Beaver. This dude just, that's why I say, man, I don't know what's up. Getting in his way seemed like that's what he be on. Oh, let me see something real quick, too. Let me see something. He says. My bad, y'all. I'm trying to see something real quick. My bad, y'all. I'm just trying to check something real quick. I don't know. I'm back. All right, my bad, y'all. I'm back. He said, Junto fight. When Junto fight? What date is that? Where we at? What's today's date? Second. What time Junto fight, man? You know he fight early in the morning too, don't he? I can get up for it. I can think about it. Shout out to my homie A, man, the Cash App. Much love, bro. Appreciate you, bro. Shout out to A, man. Link, I got you. Cut creator Teal say he need a black guy, but he won't fight a black champion. That's what I'm saying, man. At the end of the day, man, Teal enjoyed it. I think the attention, like bro said, the attention and the clout that come with just mentioning these names is there. Like, think about it. Since I've been talking this a little bit, like this Boots and Teal stuff, I've had like multiple streams with people creating fake account after fake account just to troll Boots. So you have people that's silly enough to believe that Jerron Ennis will somehow be scared of not only Virgil Ortiz, but Teofimo Lopez too. The guy that lost the fight to George Kambosos. The guy that after Nakatani, he got out the ring saying he ain't fighting no more tall guys. Sandro Martin had him questioning if he still got it. Jermaine Ortiz had him complaining about that he ran all night. Like, you just can't make this shit up. Steve Claggett had him on dubs. Like, it had his eyes on dubs. Like, what you think Boots gonna do to a guy that power ain't carried at 140? Now you gonna go up to 147 with a guy that got a damn good beard and no fill out round. He every bit is athletic. You don't have no physical advantages, man. You getting your ass kicked. All your experience and shit, that's gonna go out the ring, out the window. None of that shit gonna matter. That resume that everybody keeps speaking of, the resume that Paulie Malignaggi said is better than Tanks and Devin Haney's put together. Yeah, that resume, that shit ain't gonna be able to climb inside the ring with you if you fight Boots and help you beat that guy. You get what I'm saying? That shit goes out the window. You gonna get your low ass smoke. So like I said, somebody need to get a hold of Tio and tell him he need to be sending Boots a care package and thanking him for not ending his career. You know what I'm saying? By Boots not fighting that dude, he did him a favor. Now he get the clout chase for a little while longer, unfortunately. You know what I'm saying? So you need to be thinking Boots. You know what I'm saying? Till reminds me of a little Tyson Fury. He all over the place, man. I know he might have some things going on in life, but you know,
the end of the day, he don't got to make life harder for him. And that's what he's been doing. He's been making life harder for him by not focusing. You know what I mean? And he need to tighten up. But let's keep going. Let's keep rolling, man. So he don't know what's next for him, but it ain't going to be none of the fighters we want to see him in there with. That's for sure. But let's keep rolling because, look, there are people out here that believe that Tio is somehow more of a star than Devin Haney. And I ain't big on saying who's a star and who's not, but I got to run this clip. Fights are won and lost in the ring. Excuses. That's why we had the fights. Got to.
You sitting here capping. Teofimo is in the spotlight more than Devin Haney, man. Just wait till Tio get that pay-per-view fight. Teofimo gonna be the biggest crossover, and that's why Devin and them gonna be behind chasing Teofimo Lopez. That's why they always gonna chase Teofimo Lopez, because they not doing what they gotta do. That's why they always gonna chase Teofimo Lopez. Just remember that. Tio not calling for them, they calling for Tio. Just know who the biggest star is. Since y'all want to play delusional. Didn't you say y'all been chasing Teofimo? Y'all been wanting to fight Teofimo? It's y'all chasing Teofimo, but Teofimo not the biggest star. Yeah. But you want to sit here and cap to the people, and they want to be delusional enough to listen to you, and it's time with that BS.
You hear that shit? It's people that really believe somehow, some way in this universe that Teofimo is some type of big star as opposed to Devin Haney. I think that's laughable. Then his reason for it is because he's calling him out. He's the one calling him out, not the other way around. That would indicate because he wants to fight him. He said why he wanted to fight him. Tio been running his mouth. They got history there. The fathers go back and forth. They had that face-to-face all that while back. What was that, on the zone, where they went back and forth with each other? Like, why wouldn't you want to fight that dude? You get what I'm saying? Like, the fact that he calling you out and you not looking his way, but you calling out people that's not thinking about you, it speaks volumes to me. That's crazy. It's like you wanting to fight somebody that don't want to fight you, but it's a guy standing right in your face, waving his hand, and you like, I don't see it. You gonna act like you don't see him. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. But I told y'all, there's people out here that think he's some type of, that he's something that he not. Big star with no pay-per-views. Right. And then you hear him say, well, wait till you get that pay-per-view. He would have got the pay-per-view if he ain't getting his own way. What are we talking about? It's the reason he ain't getting no pay-per-view. He ain't get a pay-per-view yet because when he got offered to fight Matias, he started playing a manager and businessman and start talking about threshold and ticket sales and percentages and you know what I mean? He just started talking crazy. So I don't understand for the life of me how people wake up and they make an argument for a guy that's clearly in his own way. He just said, wait till you get the pay-per-view. Like, listen to what he said. Wait till you get the pay-per-view. You talking about, like, for what it's worth, Devin Haney already fought on pay-per-view, and he's still looking to do that. So how is he chasing, and he still want to fight him? That's because I believe even despite whatever Devin Haney went through with Ryan, he's still more confident that he can beat Tio than Tio is that he can beat him. That's what I believe based on how they move. That's what I believe. You know what I'm saying? I believe Devin Haney always wanted to fight more than Tio. I think he cool with talking about Devin and talking all the weird shit, but he don't really want to fight him. He'd rather somebody else fight him and beat him so he could talk about him. Why wouldn't you want to be the first one to beat him? Now is the perfect time to fight Devin. And he ain't looking all the way like himself. Yeah, the more I think about it, the more reasons I come up with why that fight should happen than why it shouldn't. You get what I'm saying? It's every reason in the book. You guys pick one. Pick one. Y'all go back and forth. The rival. Y'all enter around each other weight class again. Y'all just fought on the same card. Ryan fumbled the bag, right? Tio looked the best on the card. Devin Haney got his job done. Why shouldn't y'all fight? Why not? They clearly not talking about Devin and Ryan right now. Why not Devin and Tio? Come on, man. I can't think of no reasons why they shouldn't fight. Not one. I can't think of one reason why Teofimo shouldn't want to be getting in the ring with Devin Haney. Come on, man. Shit don't make no sense. You don't want to fight him. You don't want to fight nobody. You don't want to fight nobody but dudes that's in a higher weight class. Shit don't make sense, man. Oh, man. Smash the like button for me, y'all. We're going to cook for a few more minutes. Devin was the co-main. He was until prelims. You can't make this up. Yeah, man. Yeah. And that's the crazy part. He's still talking about him being a star. The dude on the caller talking about Tio being a star. I don't know what he based that off. Then it's crazy because he said, wait till you get this pay-per-view. Like, that's going to solidify everything.
if he really was the kind of star that he thought he was, to me, I think Tio takes the Matias fight because it's an opportunity to fight on pay-per-view. Like, I'm not trying to hear all these conspiracy theories and these, like, you know, creative reasons why he shouldn't have fought him. If he was a bigger star as he thought he was, he would have took that fight, I think, with Matias.
So Tio fought at 3 p.m. on Friday. What star? Based on race, man. He crazy, man. That guy, he's a silly guy. Y'all hit that like button for me. Y'all hit that like button. T.O. ass gonna keep getting his own way. Watch what I tell you. What's good with it, Tommy?
Man, just sitting here listening to you cook, man, making sense and, you know, dealing with some trolls along the way.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say this, bro. If you people come up in this place, man, to hear this man get up here and speak for hours upon hours, giving you nothing but pure boxing talk, not from a place of hatred, not from a place of bias, not from a place of like slight or any such thing, but straight giving you straight topics upon topics and giving you an honest take without bias, man. Can you at least hit the like button for a ninja? You know, y'all be coming up in here, be like 80, 90 people up in here, 20 likes, 30 likes, 40 likes. It don't
tell them
cost to hit the like button. And on top of that, my man giving you good ish too. It's like going over there getting to the free, you know, where they be giving out food, but the food banging, you always want to at least tip them off. Dog, let's get a tip. Hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? Then also bang a cash app. Like my man Ice Cube, don't drink don't drink 8 Ball because St. Ives is giving in. But don't send cash apps, super chats, because they take it from them. You know what I'm saying? Get that boy a cash app. Purchase a t-shirt. By the way, I got to get me one myself, dog. But on top of T.O., man, let me say this, dog. T.O., my guy, is just doing what T.O. do. He called out Boots, Tank, Crawford, fought Steve Claggett. There's another Claggett waiting in the thicket. And on top of that, he in a conundrum with Top Rank as a whole, and they not giving him no leeway. So this nigga looking for a way out. So he's doing all this to hope somebody will help his ass out. If you're in the fight with T.O., help the bear. Don't help his ass. Let him stay where he at. F him. And all that shakuna, that shenanigans he be doing. Yeah, shakoonery. He doing shenanigans and coonery, man. So yeah, all that shakoonery he doing, man, he deserve everything he get.
Shout out to my guy Renee, man. Let me get him right. It's got to be YouTube though.
Yeah, YouTube be tripping, but man, I'm gonna be honest with you though, man. I mean, it's people who try to move a damn goalpost to validate somebody else, and they use other people to do it. Ain't no way in hell Boots should be even entertaining a fight with this Mickey Freaky.
Mm-hmm.
For one, he don't hold a belt that he actually has himself. Mm-hmm. He got the WBO, so he should, if he want to go up to there, should be looking to fight the WBO title holder. But on top of that, he never fought at 147. The 140 fights he has fought or thereabout, he ain't really looked all that spectacular in.
Nope.
So like what? And you know, he ain't a big name. He ain't never really. He in his own place. He go to New York and don't even sell. So like, what's the reason why Boots should be entertaining somebody that when he goes and fights him, y'all gonna rip him for beating his ass? That don't make sense.
All right, shout out to D1 in the cash app. He said T Hill said too. What up, KB?
And we ain't never got to box again. Well. I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
The big stepper in the house.
Shout out to you. What's good, money?
What's going down, bro? How y'all feeling, man?
Feeling all good, all good.
Just listen to the best cook.
Yeah, just want to touch on this Teofimo thing, man. Like, something just not adding up. Just like with 11 million being on the table, you turn that down.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I feel like just me. I feel like he had. I think it was a deal on the table to fight Devin, and I think he fucked that up with Turki. I think he's trying to get that back. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I think it probably was something in play about him having a deal for 11 million with Devin in the mix, but I don't see him like he coming out trying to make it
Right.
off
I think it sounded like it makes sense. It could have been a situation was maybe why he's saying something about selling out. Just never know. It just seemed like he'd make excuses for situations that could potentially put him in a better situation within the sport. You already know, Renee. Shout out to you, brody. And that's just weird.
So to say that you talking about you looking for a big time bout and you saying you want to fight a Jermall Boots Ennis, but you get offered a Devin Haney fight, which we all know is a lesser danger fight. That's a way lesser danger fight. You know what I'm saying? This is no disrespect to Devin, but this is a way lesser dangerous fight. And you telling me you turning that down with 11 of them things attached to him? Well, you ain't even made nowhere near that caliber of money on pay-per-view. And you was crying your ass off about how ESPN and Bob Erman's treating the black fighters way better than you. And you deserve X, Y, and Z. And you finally get an opportunity to go out here and make some life-changing money for that baby that you ain't never even seen yet. And you telling me you turn that type of shit down?
Talk about it.
Stop it, bro.
Talk about it.
We're not no fools, buddy. We're not talking to no. You making fool the one that you sitting on the pen. And no disrespect to Punch, because I rock the Punch. You know what I'm saying? We got all the differences. But you making fool Punch, but you're not gonna fool. And I don't even think you fooling Punch. I think Punch just go along with the punch because he fuck with you. But in the back of his head, you like, T.O., man, I know you're a little delusional, but 11 million it gotta be something more that you don't want to say. No, they just gonna let you know if they want you to know. They're not gonna tell you everything, bro. So it's something that he's leaving out. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, like you said, bro, I'm not gonna diminish his ass. I'm not gonna just demean him and just act like he ain't shit, because the dude is a talented fighter. He's a hell of a fighter. And if you put him in there with the right caliber of fighter like a Devin or a Tank or somebody like that, Ryan, you're gonna make some good money, bro. You're gonna make some good money. But at the end of the day, like you say, bro, he's putting the foot up his own ass and he's burning bridges to where he gonna find himself really on the outside looking in, and he ain't gonna be able to make shit. Because I feel like these entities he's putting out there, he's trying too hard, bro. Like even if he's trying to be controversial with the race card, bro, you playing your cards all wrong to where ain't nobody liking this shit. Not even your fans. They know you saying the dumbest shit in the world. You know what I'm saying? It's a way that you play. If you're trying to play the race card, it's a way you got to play that shit. You don't try to go out there and make it. You know what I'm saying? You trying to demean and hurt instead of, you know what I'm saying, making it. You're not making it competitive. You making it, you know what I'm saying, personal. You feel me? So at the end of the day, man, like I wish him the best. Like you said, I'm for the boxers to win. I want you to make your money and feed your family. I want every man to make their money and feed their family. But the route you taking, man, the shit that he's doing, and to be real with you, like this just me. This ain't Thomas Hill. He's not sympathetic, and I don't think that apology is real, bro. I think it's a bullshit apology to try to save face to where he can get what he want, and then as soon as he get what he want, I got you, bitch. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be right back to the real T.O. showing his true colors and who he really is, bro. He's the type that ain't gonna get it, bro, until it's like it's really over. You know what I'm saying? I think he's just crying wolf right now. He that type of nigga, bro, that, well, I ain't gonna call him that because he don't want to be that. He that type of person, bro, that ain't gonna really get it until it's really, really over, bro. And he gonna look back and say, did I really fuck up my career by being an asshole for no apparent reason? You know what I'm saying? I think that's when he gonna get it. But right now, even Turki, I don't even think Turki, like, man, get out here with that fake ass shit. You know what I'm saying? So time will tell, though. Time will tell.
Yeah, that's what I always say too, especially with this dude. Time will definitely tell what he on and what kind of situation he gonna be in. Cause I just see a guy ruining potential for himself to, you know, get to that next step. And I don't know. I just don't understand why he in his own way like that. I mean, why you won't just go out and take out a guy like Devin Haney? Why wouldn't that be a fight you'd be interested in? I ain't saying you gotta be because I want to see it, but I just see the pattern with calling out guys that's not in the weight class, that's not thinking about you, that got other shit going on, but not the ones that's in or around the weight class, don't got shit going on. One to fight is like, I don't see none of them. And that's not a coincidence to me. That's very intentional. And it's hard. I see through it for me. So I just can't wait till you make a move that makes sense outside of just talking on these platforms, like, because he was trying to stay consistent. I see dude try to steer him back into the shit, and that's crazy to me. He trying to talk a certain way. Why lead him back into the bullshit, man? I'm like, bro, and he trying to clean it up. But like I said, I think for me, I can't say I believe it yet because I need to see how long this will last. This could just be, you know, one off or just trying to get what he want, right? And
Right.
like you said, he get what he want. He gonna go up, you know, back on that BS.
And then let me tell you about the Boost fight, because everybody keeps saying Boost. Let me tell y'all something, bro, about this boxing shit. When you in it and you all the way in it, you already have things on the table, bro. Boost already have things on the table that him and his team is talking about. Just because Teofimo think he want to come up to 47, and because he said, "Oh, I want to fight Jermall Boost Ennis, I want to fight this," bro, he's not that cash cow, that caliber of fighter where Jermall Boost Ennis just drop everything and say, "Oh yeah, let me focus my attention on Teofimo Lopez." Oh yeah, he got the whole motherfucking boxing world buzzing and buzzing and buzzing. Like, bro, you not that big for me have to focus my attention on you, or me have to stop doing what I'm doing, or move on my chessboard to add you on here for me to say, "Oh well, yeah, you know what? Let's fight Teofimo." Hell no, like y'all gotta be realistic and y'all gotta understand this shit, bro. Because a lot of y'all keep talking about duck, duck, duck. He's ducking Teo for what?
Right.
Like, what he's ducking, like, for what? What is it? Like, honest to God, like, let's be realistic. What threat do Teofimo Lopez oppose to Jermall? Don't listen to that Tim Bradley word ass shit. Right? Don't let that shit go to y'all head. What threat do Teofimo Lopez, who could knock out the motherfuckers that he just fought, oppose to Jerron Boost Ennis, bro? Like, let's be realistic. Boost probably looking at it like, man, if I beat the fuck out of this little boy, I get no respect because I'm supposed to beat the shit out of him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got bigger fish that I can fry, becoming more unified or something else bigger that's gonna make me more money. And I'm not saying him and Tio won't make no money. I'm not saying that, so let's not get that twisted. But that dude already have things in play that he's looking at that he want to do that him and his team is talking about before motherfucking Tio came up talking about, "Oh, I want to fight Jerron Boost Ennis." Because like I said, that can just be talk, bro. So you don't have to speak or make anything clear or say anything because the fans gonna believe what they want to believe anyway. Or Boost been ducking it. What the fuck is he ducking at Teofimo Lopez for? Like, make it make sense to me, man.
Right. That's why I say, man, people gotta stop falling for that banana in the tailpipe. Like, Javi was good with it. Yeah, I hit that like button. We're gonna cook for a few more minutes. I'm right there with you, bro. It's just too much smoke at 140 where you're the two-time lineal champion for you to just be maneuvering like you doing and getting in your way. These foolish ass rants. I already went on a homophobic rant as well, too. So I didn't catch that one, but like he's trying to cover all bases with the ignorance, and now you forced to walk it back because you probably got a call or several of them, text messages and all. You know, you blowing it for yourself, and you potentially ruining the opportunity. Now you see he look like he ain't on steady ground. It seem like you being, you know, Oscar making a pitch at you. You talking about you shopping around, like bro said, to get bought out your contract. Like this dude. You just, I don't know, man. It's like he making a situation more complicated than it have to be, and he don't realize it.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Yeah,
Shout out to him.
I see a lot. Like, I'm just being realistic how I feel, right? I just see a lot of cap. I see a lot of backtracking to try to cover up some shit. You know what I'm saying? Or like I say, kissing the little ass to try to. Somebody got a lot in the background trying to, you know, do some things to try to get back in Turkey good graces. But like all the things he's saying, bro, things ain't adding up, bro. And what we say, actions show another thing. People think, oh man, he fought this fighter, he'll fight anybody. Oh, people think he's lying when you calling out Terrence Crawford and Jermall Booth. First of all, we know Crawford was at 54, head even north. You know what I'm saying? He even going up even more. So we know that shit ain't right. And then we already see Boots saying he want to be undisputed, he want to be unified with the title, but he going to 54. So it's like you gotta listen to what these fighters saying. Then he come along because he heard it, and he just saying their names just because people are. He said he want to fight them. Motherfuckers want to take it and run with it and take it to the extreme. Like I said, it's okay to want to challenge yourself. I get it, bro. To me, if it was realistic in my eyes, I'd give you praise. But me knowing it ain't realistic, and like you say, is that just the way to navigate around the Gary Antoine Russells, the damn Devin Haney, and a fight that's more realistic, that's right there, to act like you want to fight, oh, well, I want to fight the bigger black guys.
Yes, you get me?
Black guys that's right here in front of me,
Right,
right?
that's what he doing. That's what I think he doing, and it shows like it's crazy because you would think, like I keep pointing out when they asked him about another fighter, it was Conor Bennett 47. Well, I'm still at 40, Like, you don't have that answer for a guy. That's not your response if you plan on going to 47. You're like, well, I ain't thinking about Conor Ben because I'm on Boots helmet right now. I want to fight Boots. I say it however you need to say it. I'm only thinking about Jermall Boots Ennis right now, and I know Conor Ben. But you like, well, I'm still at 40, so like basically like I'll cross that bridge when I get there. But you want to fight Boots. People just be falling for this shit. And think about how dangerous 140 is. Like at the top, just look at the champions and shit. If they all mixed it up, it wouldn't even be, you know, you probably have your favorite who you think could win out, but it wouldn't be easy for none of them dudes to become undisputed at 140. You could see titles changing hands and all types of shit with the right matchup. So, like, it's real smoke there is what I'm saying. And the fact that you ain't entertaining none of that, come on, that's why you hanging on to this lineal shit, but you can go snatch the rest of them belts or make an attempt to. And I ain't saying you got to do that, but if you're going to be this takeover and be great, how you say, it's right. The path is right there in front of you in the division where you hold them titles, but you ain't moving right.
Facts. And to me, he was never undisputed. So
hell no.
If you want to become undisputed, two times too. Right, you can become undisputed at 140 if you really want to become an undisputed champion. But you know the Gary Antoine Ruff, even the Devin Haney fight, you know that's a dangerous fight. You feel me? Like people can say if they want to say about Devin last fight. I don't agree that Devin is done or washed up or none of that shit. I feel like Devin fought the fight they need to fight to be victorious. And I think that people see that and say, you know what? That's the Devin I don't, and that's the Devin that I say can beat anybody. But that's the Devin that they don't want to see. They want to see the dumbass Devin that's going out there and standing right there giving them opportunity to knock his motherfucking chin loose. But the Devin that uses his head and that uses his leg, it's a dangerous Devin. You know what I'm saying? And when they see that shit, oh, well, he's just going to run. Like they said about Shakur, he's just going to run. No, you just know it's a dangerous fight. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, bro,
that's a fact, man. You hitting it on the head, bro. It's always a convenient explanation as to why he won't do something, even doing something when he should make a move. He don't. Like this should be the time you should be jumping all over that fight. But then again, at the same token, like you said, bro, as much as people shit on that performance and say what it was, they might not be confident that you can go out there and win against. As funny as that may be, you know what I'm saying? Because he boxed, moved, and stuck to a game plan. And that is, like you saying, that's the Devin Haney they don't want to get in the ring with. He back on his boxing shit. Okay, nah, that ain't we don't want to fight him. We want to fight the guy that's talking about stepping two and getting knockouts. Nah, man, go fight the dude that's sticking to the game plan that's gonna box and move and make it hard for you in there. And he don't want that. Same thing with Hitchens. I would love to see. I heard Punch Drunk mention that. Something about him fighting the winner, Cambosis and Hitchens. Cool, because that's gonna be Hitchens. Look, I ain't trying to disrespect Cambosis, but it is what it is. I expect Hitchens to win, and you know, convincingly, handily. And if that is the fight, I can respect that. It ain't Devin Haney a bust for me, but it's just be realistic. And I don't believe that you're ready to forfeit what you got going at 140 to go to 47 yet. I think it's gonna be tough up there for you. I think you ain't, you know, you're gonna be more of an outboxer again because I don't see you being no puncher above 35. 40 showed me it. You go to 47, them dudes bigger, they punching harder. Now you got a box, which gives those bigger, stronger guys more of an opportunity to catch you with something, man. It just ain't gonna be easy. So he got to show me that he's ready to commit to 147 pounds. But you're not gonna be able to sell to me that you're ready to do it, and then your first fight is gonna be Jermall. And it's like, go to hell, bro. Like I'm sorry, I'm not buying that. And I'm only pissed a little bit that I wish Boots would just say, you know what, I'll fight him. Just to see if he'll call his bluff. Like I wonder, I know it's, you know, he ain't in it to be calling bluffs. I know boxing don't work like that. And he probably like, bro, I'm not entertaining. Because I did hear something about, you know, him not wanting to entertain the shit he been on. He just got a lot of weird energy with him. It's like that ain't somebody you really want to do business with. But people don't think that's real. Like how you move, you don't want his name attached. What if you start playing the games with him? You get what I'm saying? He better off. That's probably why he ignoring you, and he like, yo, he'll stop mentioning my name eventually. He gonna have to. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I do respect about Boots, because he ain't entertaining at all. So you can never say that he told you this fight was coming, I was gonna fight him. Nah, he ain't never said that shit. So it seems like he's very sold, and you know, I'm like, look, I ain't interested. And he just said he heard Boots didn't want to fight in Saudi, so could be an extra reason. I do wish he would come out and make a statement though, and just say, look, man, I got better shit to do. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what he say, just say something just to, you know, people be needing to hear from you sometimes. You know what I'm saying? More than just when you fight. You know what I'm saying? So
That's true too. But I know he's looking at it like you said, like, man, the dude just talking. Like it's just
mhm.
talk, bro. Like I ain't finna even entertain the nonsense stuff. It's just talk. So
Right.
why, you know, that's how some dudes is. Like why speak back to something that we know not realistic, bro? Like
Right.
the dude, you know, he feeling himself or whatever the dude going through something. Like they don't know what the God mother man, dude going through something, bro. Dude just talking, man. That dude ain't trying to fight me. Like you just
Mhm.
seen what Crawford pushed up on him. He said he was using that shit as he used it
Right.
as you know what I'm
Promotion.
saying? Yeah, promotion. I'm just
Uh-huh.
promoting. You know what I'm saying? So when you say shit like that, dudes look at you like, man, that dude ain't serious, bro.
It's crazy because so many people like, and that's how you could tell it's just about how they don't like Crawford or something personal or deep rooted there. Because instead of seeing that for what it is, and people kind of expose that they ain't never really been in no real situations. Because I'm not trying to be all fake street, because I'd never be that. But we know we come from some shit. Anytime in the
Hey,
world
I'm as
somebody
street as they
talking
come, yeah.
crazy, and when you run into that person, that energy is not kept, and in fact they're explaining themselves with an arm around them, bro, he just got hold without having to crash out. If you
Exactly.
stupid, you think you don't realize what you just seen. Like he let it be known, I don't gotta fuck him up, y'all. Think about that. I'm not even letting you got your arm around me while you saying it. If you really wanted smoke, when that camera come on, you say, yo, the reason I've been doing this is because I really want to fight you, bro. That's what you start saying. You don't say promotion, and then you say, I want to spar, though. Come on, y'all. He telling you he just want to fight, but then he turned in this interview today and say Terrence Crawford ducked him, Boots ducked him. He don't know. He just full of shit. That's all I'm saying. And I see
Man,
through it. And until he move in a different manner, I can't believe it, because the shit that he's saying he gonna do is not the things that's consistent while he move at all.
yeah, I'm as street as they come, bro. I'm talking about, I've been through hell and hot
Yeah.
water,
He
shoot
had
out
him
the
under the
police,
armpit behind
shoot
the
out with
hand,
niggas.
sniffing his. He knew
You
what
know what I'm
kind of
saying?
deodorant Bud had
Yeah,
on.
just we know what that means, just when a nigga grab you around your when a nigga grab you around your neck and put you on the head like a nigga giving you a Reggie, bro.
Right.
Nigga do you with the nugget like you little nigga come here. Like what you say? Like, come
Yeah,
on now,
you
bro.
like little
What you say? You
boys,
know
you
what
like, yo,
I'm saying?
keep the
Yeah,
same
exactly.
energy. And
Now
it's
say
crazy how
hey,
we didn't
now say
apply that to that. We looking at Bud like, nah, Bud was supposed to. No, he wasn't. He got shit to lose. If I don't gotta crash out on a fool, why would I? I'm just letting y'all know, look, I could do this without even having to take it there, because he ain't on shit. Real ones know that's what that was about. Like,
exactly.
look, see, I ain't taking this dude serious. Like, look.
Yeah, let
And
him know.
that's
Let him know in
real.
front of the
But the
camera,
ones
just
that didn't see it like that, they make me feel like they never been in no type of situation, because that's what that is.
look
Somebody
at him,
make
just
you
look
admit
in the
to
camera.
something.
Talk to the people. Talk to the people. Let them know. Let them know. You hear me?
You get me?
For real, bro.
Get me? Yeah, he'll beat the hell out of him soon. And they gonna say he was supposed to do it, yo. He just beat up little ass Tio, man. And then you gotta
Exactly.
worry about him just wasting the training camp on his ass.
Exactly, bro. And that's just how they just, and that's just how they look at it, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That's just how they look at it, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, okay, so what did I really accomplish? Like, okay, what did I accomplish? What do I
Yeah.
get for beating this motherfucker? Like, that's how you dissecting it, bro. What do I get from whooping this motherfucker? And then, you know, people go always, well, what's so get? And what if this person get? I'm
Right.
not saying I don't want to see him whoop his ass. I'm saying coming from that fighter perspective. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to see Boots just the mind, because it might fuck his career up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He might get so fucked up so bad to where he like, damn, I can't hang with these cats up here. You feel
Yeah.
me? Then you gotta go back down to the youngsters who gonna tag your motherfucking ass.
Yeah, I'm
So it's like,
telling you.
yeah, so we
Who's
look at
doing
it,
him a solid?
bro.
They don't
Exactly, bro.
even see
So
it.
yeah, so it's like we see the bullshit that he doing. Then all he gonna do is cry, like I say, cry wolf and make excuses because we seen him do it already after the Cat Boston's fight. Oh, I had this injury and this situation, which I'm not gonna say then because I know what fighters go through hell or hot water and they do go through shit and they get into the ring and sometimes you could go through something. So I'm not gonna like diminish, you know what I'm saying? But at the
Right.
same time, you still got your ass in the ring, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, and then he go out here and beat people they supposed to beat, and he act like these motherfuckers is the creme de la creme. You
Yeah.
feel me? Like, come on, man, cut the bullshit out, bro. And it's like, if you go interview him, ask his ass something. You gotta give him some type of tough questions, bro. You just can't let him smooth sail all the way through. Now, I understand it's your guy, you rock with him. You gotta
Uh-huh.
ask him a few tough questions as well, though. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get the
Yeah.
real up out his ass.
Or just use the opportunity to like let him know, like, for real, with moving that weight get you for real, and the fact that he's seemingly trying to turn over that leaf and talking like he got sense, that's the energy you're supposed to encourage. But yet and still, what he was doing was like still making the little jokes. And I'm telling you, I want people to watch that again closely. Even Tio was like, nah, it ain't got nothing to do with comedy. He tried to make a joke and he downplayed it. You get what I'm saying? And he didn't take the bait on two occasions. Listen, I ain't trying to be petty, but I really be paying attention. I'm like, he had a little couple opportunities to go. A couple times he fell for it, but a couple, different times he was like, kind of try to shrug it off. I'm like, nah, bro, use your platform to let him know, like, that ain't the way to move. The way you speaking right now, because and he did speak on it. He said it later on in the interview. He was like, yeah, you got people paying attention to you, looking out for you. You know what I mean? And you can choose. I ain't one of them guys that say you gotta be a role model. You don't gotta be that if you don't want to, but
you're a role
just
model.
Understand the responsibility that comes with the position that you in. That you actually have a platform and people do watch you. You get what I'm saying? So, and it's about doing good business. It's not about bending the knee or kissing ass and all this weird stuff. Nah, you can publicly come out and be disrespectful. You could publicly try to make that right. You know what I mean? I always respect it if it's genuine. So if that's what you did, look, Core did it. He just didn't go all the way left like you did. He just was frustrated about something, got some straightening, publicly said what he said. He spoke on why he said what he said. You know what I'm saying? They move on. With you, it was more so like you didn't even have that situation to speak from, because he said he been living good since the Fatal Fury. He been doing good. He building off that win, and you know what I mean? Seem like you in a good space, and then you just wake up and you disrespect the man. You go left on him, and that's why I say, like, unprovoked ignorance is the worst. Like, bro, and no, you chose violence for no reason with the man. So, for me as a boxing content creator, all that stuff, I just want to, like, you are real talent. Whether I like your personality or not, you can fight, and I'm always recognize it. So I just hope he can get back, to just that. You know what I mean? Promote yourself, showcase your talents, go make the fights, win the fights, bro. Just be great. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got nothing personal against him, but that shit he talk is crazy. Boxing, what it do, homie? How you feeling, bro? Shout out to my guy T Hill, dropping that dub in the Cash App, man. Much love to my bro T Hill supporting.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well. I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Shout out to my dog T Hill. He said we can get this 20 bill, and we ain't never got a box again. You already know. Shout out to T Hill.
And we ain't never got a box again.
I seen that one day. I was like, that's a perfect little clip. He's saying if you listen from here on out, how many fighters mention just do, like, just without even realizing that they say it. You know what I mean? It's gonna get to a point when y'all say it, it's gonna mean more than why they saying it. So I caught Crawford.
You made
Crawford
one that day. He may come back and beat you.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So you just gotta, give him his just due and, give him the encouragement that it's not over.
Right.
Instead of beating him while you're down.
Yeah.
Man, shout out to Bud Crawford. Everybody, I caught a couple of them. Man. One day I'm gonna combine all of them shits and just make one long ass clip out of it.
And
shout out to T Hill though, man. Appreciate you, bro.
Where you said, even though he don't want to be a role, you become a role model by default, bro. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, you got
the light, the spotlight, and that platform.
There's always gonna be someone come from your culture, bro, that ain't got shit. That's gonna look at you and say, well, if he can do it, I can. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's like you, Judge. You doing this boxing shit. It's gonna be some kid or somewhere that's gonna jump on this thing and go hear you talk and be like, man, I like Just Dude. And we aren't gonna know it, but it's gonna be young folk.
Right.
It's like you become a role model by default, whether you like it or not, bro. So when niggas be like, oh, I'm not trying to be a role model. When you're a public figure, bro, you're in the public eye, bro, you're automatically a role model. Period. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're in a sport. Boxing, football, bet, whatever sport you in, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it's like people want to look up to you because of what you're doing, especially if you become accomplished and start winning titles and shit like that, bro. And you supposed to take that to heart. You supposed to cherish those type of things. You ain't supposed to knock that shit down or you know what I'm saying, try to make it out to be like downplay it. Like, don't downplay it, maximize it, bro. Maximize, become a man. That's part of becoming a man, bro. That's maturity, bro.
Yeah,
So you want to be
it
that
is.
fucking little shitty snobby ass kid for the rest of your life when you know you can change that shit.
Right.
It's like I hate people that do shit because they can, bro, or you doing it, or I'm gonna make money. Like you make
And that's
yourself
what he
become a
doing.
man.
He just do it because he
Exactly.
could.
Because he
Right.
could, bro. He's
And
making
there's no
himself do that
consequence.
shit.
At least he felt as though it was none until you pissed off the right person. And I think
Mm-hmm.
it's some good that could come out of it. It's not about like trying to demonize them, but just holding people accountable sometimes in the right situations is enough to kind of get them
Get your ass a wake up call.
act right.
Yeah, get your ass the real wake up call. Like you say,
Yeah.
you chose war with this man. You chose war, with, like you said, not just with the wrong man, but you chose war with the motherfucker that's writing checks. Like, boy, you gotta be the stupidest motherfucker in the world. That's like you going to. That's like you going to get hired. You just got man trade, nigga. I just got a job that's paying me $50 an hour, nigga. And then the owner of the motherfucker come in, you sitting at this court talking, oh man, you a dickhead, bro. Look at your shoes, dickhead. Oh,
Right.
you little motherfucker. Okay, all
Right.
right. You got it. I ain't gonna say shit. But once he get back up to that office, hey, what was his name? Just what? Yeah, send his ass home. You know what I mean? And now you gotta explain to your wife why you got fired because you want to say some of the stupid shit in the world. Like, but it just comes down to the fact that,
Yeah.
like you say, accountability, bro. Holding these motherfuckers accountable, bro. But then it's being someone that stand on that accountability, not just hold you accountable, but you got to stand on it. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, okay, so maybe next time you know how it be. Once somebody fuck up, all right, I'm gonna do this to you, so you won't do it the next time you get another opportunity. But you got to stand on that shit. So
Yeah.
if a nigga say that's it, I'm not giving it to you, don't give it to him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the WBO making that statement, Turkey kind of obviously had to reach out to him in some manner for him to walk that stuff back because he's saying he obviously know you piss people off and turn people away from you. So it sounds like you being a little remorseful in a sense, but we'll see how genuine it is and if it leads to you making better decisions in the future, man. But we're gonna see. You know what I mean? Let's see if Tio really, was just his wake up call. Because to me, it ain't just holding them accountable. It's who hold them accountable, right? That can have an impact on them directly. And I think Turkey doing it is the start. Bob out of side of mine, he 90 plus, bro. He ain't think about shit Tio saying on social media, probably. But somebody that's on social media a lot younger, that frequency uses it heavily, post all the time. And Turki Alashikh looking at shit a little different. Like, bro, this dude talking crazy. So, and we'll see where it gets him and if he'll get in the ring ever with Devin Haney. But one last thing I wanted to speak on, there's been this talk about this Charlo and Plant fight and if it's ruined or not, right? And I mean, to me, I felt like I wanted to see it regardless of what happened in their fights. It's definitely if Charlo was able to go out there and win. No, Caleb Plant ain't win, but shit, I still would watch that fight. I really would, but after hearing how he sounded, it don't even sound like he made his mind up as to what he want to do just yet. Whether he want to, pursue the rematch or Resendez, which it seemed like probably something that he gonna do. But either that, I would still like to see him fight Charlo, man. If not, then shit, Charlo, Andre need to get back in the mix too. Some names out there, man. Charlo, and I really hope for the sake of his career to keep him active, man. That's what he need. And I know it was like a discussion whether or not, because I seen it. A lot of people was talking about how he got the greatest jab, this, and how he back. And look, he back in terms of, in the sense of being back in the ring, back in the winning side, back, got a training camp in, made some more money. But he ain't back by a long shot, you know what I mean? Not by a long shot, not back. Like, that's not Charlo of yesteryear. That's not him. But it was good to see him get his hand raised and see him get a win. But he was supposed to beat this guy. Let's not make no mistake about it. But Caleb Plant, that'd be an interesting fight. But after seeing Caleb lose, I'm not sure that he beats Charlo. I don't know. Charlo punching different. And I can't recall a time where I seen Caleb Plant get hit with a 3-punch combination, bro. That shit is concerning to me. I really can't. Like, it ain't too many of his fights where I can recall that happening. He just ain't that kind of guy. Like, he gonna get about the way. So the fact that he looked like he looked his age, like he got old a little bit. Looked like just natural wear and tear catching up to him. You know, he got money, so. And that dude Resendez was fighting for something different, man. I don't know. Plant just like there's some slippage there, man. I don't know. It's just it didn't look the same.
I'm
Put
agreeing
it
with
on
you.
Benavidez undercard in the fall. I think they should still fight. It almost looked like he could have fell off a cliff, bro. It's just like he got old, bro. Like he got his age, and it looked like the things that made him sweet hands is, you know, you need that to be successful. Like, all right, he's in that he in his Lara phase to me right now. He in that kind of where Lara was forced to kind of make an adjustment. He could no longer move the way he did against Canelo and other guys, right? So what he do? He made some type of adjustment. He started getting more knockouts. Went up a weight class, started getting more knockouts, which is
Canelo
crazy.
won that
So,
fight.
you get me? Plant, unfortunately, I don't think he has the weight behind his punch that Lara do. I don't know. He just don't sit down on his punches, man. That's what I was saying. A lot of his shots were just like he was punching the gloves and like, you know, getting blocked. He just wasn't punching through the target. And when Resendez hit him, it was flush, it was clean, it was effective, and it had an effect. He didn't have no man. Listen, I ain't a guy that look at somebody's face at the end of the fight and be like, see, look at his face. But damn, did y'all see Resendez's face? Bro,
Yeah.
what fight did he have? No,
None.
seriously though. This man, I didn't even remember seeing a damn glove burn. That's concern. I'm like, yo, you just not. He didn't have one single punch in his arsenal that would stop that guy from coming forward. That was the problem. When you had the gas in your tank, you was able to box him, your reflexes and things like that. Boxing ability got you through because you were getting them and then it was a tale of two halves. When you hit the 6th round, the fight changes, and now you're getting older. There's more training camp, more wear and tear, more money. You like, you know, how long do you still want to do this? And you human, so that's all I'm saying. He getting to that point where either you make the adjustment with how you fight, because if you continue fighting with the style that you have with that gas tank, it's the strangest thing I've seen in boxing in a while. Like, you have a style that you're a pure boxer, so you normally gonna go 12 rounds more times than not, but you don't have a gas tank to carry you 12 rounds. Like, you can make it through 12 rounds, but not with the proper gas to finish the fight strong. Like, you literally fall off. It's a huge drop off by the time he get, you know, to the 6th, 7th round. It's like it's a different fight for him. Big Dre, what it do, homie? How you feeling? So it's like, it's crazy. Yeah. When you rely on that athleticism, and that's what it is. And he got every muscle in the book. He be chiseled the hell up bad. You know what I'm saying? He always flexing and shit. I know he'd be proud of the work, but that gas tank, man, I don't know what it is. It's like he come in with a quarter tank of gas missing already. I don't know what the hell that is, but even his trainer was talking about it. He said he's like the best 4 or 5 round fighter in the world. But after that, he's like, once the fatigue settle in and you start running out of ideas, and that's what I seen. Like, once he get tired, he make a lot more mistakes because he can't rely on that athleticism that he typically do early in the fights. And now you making the same mistakes. You bending over to the left side. You holding on. It's more clinching, less punching, more survival tactics, more you fighting to get him off you than fighting to beat him. You get what I'm saying? That's what I was saying. Say it, Tim.
When I was looking at that fight, when I was Jess, I don't know if it was it the 2nd round. I think he hit Caleb with a jab, bro. He hit that nigga with that jab, bro. It looked like he put a knot on his motherfucking head. It's like a line went down his nose, but like that nigga turned red, bro. I say, damn, was that the 2nd round? I just know it was a shotgun jab. Boom! I heard that, bro.
It was early.
It was early, bro. And that motherfucker got his attention because the bell rung after that, like he caught his ass. Boom! I say, damn, Caleb.
And Bradman brought that up. He too. He said, like, and that's another thing I'm saying too. His face is breaking up easier than it used to. Punch resistance seeming a little bit different. And like I said, now you seeing him get hit with 3 punch combinations, and I can't think of too many times in his career where that was the case. I see Resendez clipped him with some shit. I was like, wow. And it was like clean flush hooks, like boom, boom, and in sequence. I'm like, that's not Caleb Plant, bro. Like, you just don't get touched like that. You made Canelo work for it. He had to earn that shit to get you out of there. You know what I'm saying? This dude he was working for it too. But damn, like you just not that same exact fighter from an athletic standpoint. Like you see the athleticism is you know, going by the
but it's
wayside a bit.
like Resendez, like he couldn't hurt him, just like Resendez took the shots that he was giving him, bro. Just like Caleb, like whatever Caleb was throwing at him, bro, that shit went face. And I thought like Caleb landed some good
man.
He landed some good body work. He was doing good body work, but that shit just wasn't enough, bro. Like you said, like
even that though, like the punches, the placement of it just seemed off too. His punch play, this shit just seemed a little off with Caleb. On top of that, so imagine how that feels. You in a ring with somebody that you can't hurt. Damn, bro, that gotta be hard. Like I seen it got hard to watch after a while. Because he couldn't make no excuse. I mean, he couldn't make no adjustments, and he was just tired. I'm like, yo, he spent. The only thing he gonna do is get through this fight, and I can tell. And that's exactly what happened. It was like 2 different fights. The first 5 rounds, he was money. After that, 6 and down, that was it.
Hey,
Berlanga might stop him respectfully, and the reason I say that because he's getting hit more, and Berlanga could still punch, and I think he's a bigger puncher than Resendez, and he put a lot into them shits. He gonna try to knock Caleb Plant head off.
I don't see Berlanga stopping Caleb Plant.
Man, I would hope not. Shit, but damn, man, I'm nervous for Plant, man.
He did get his ass rocked. Now let me not say that. Let me not say he did get his ass rocked. But Jess, did you see? Nowhere in that fight, bro, where I seen Caleb Plant won. No motherfucker 115, 113. I say, come on now, man, cut the bullshit,
they was tripping. It should have been a UD loss for him.
I say, god damn. I say 115, 113, Judge, for real, bro. I like Caleb Plant too, Judge, and I know you probably got a parlay in, but god damn, Judge. Ain't no way in hell. If you said a draw, I'd have said, okay, I gave you a little bit more recognition off a draw, but nigga, you say 115, 113. Come on now, Negro.
Yeah. Dude just stayed hungry too, man. He stayed disciplined, he stayed committed, and he just kept chopping away, man, until he got his shots home. And then once I think he was able to like buzz Caleb, like he earned a different kind of respect, and that's what I was seeing too transpire. One got respect versus no respect. Like I'm sorry, like he just didn't have no respect for Caleb after a while. Luckily, he didn't go for it even more. Like, you know, imagine if he was down how hard, or if he'd have felt like he was down, the fight was close, he would have probably fought even harder. Because in some moments, I was like, bro, if he stop him, that's gonna be crazy. Caleb think he won, Caleb think he won, but he tripping. He didn't win that fight. Shout out to my baby girl, the queen, as we wrap up this. Shout out to everybody that stayed to the show. Y'all know how we do. It's about time for.
Bread man too, just the way he be training, nigga looking the other way. Listen, I love you. That nigga say, I love you, man, but I gotta keep it real with you. You probably need a knockout in this round. Listen, but go out there and give me your best. But Bread man be coaching his ass off, bro. From him and to what's my man name in the first fight, bro?
Damn. And because he had a rough night that night. Damn, I forgot who else he coached that night.
That Cuban beat the shit out of his ass.
Kyron Davis.
Kyron Davis, yeah. Brett, listen, I don't give a fuck about the win, all right? I don't give a fuck if you lose. Just give me more effort. You act like you don't want to fight this motherfucker with the energy you got in the gym.
He was on his
bullshit, bro. He's on his ass, boy.
He was on his helmet, man. He wasn't.
But I'm saying this about Caleb, bro. I know you forget about it. Well, Caleb Plant, bro, he say, you know, sometimes, bro, you could overtrain, right? And I ain't gonna put this on Caleb Plant because he say he left no stone unturned, right? And Caleb Plant is somebody that when he say that shit, I honestly believe him. Like he didn't bullshit around the bush. I honestly believe that he went out there. He probably did everything he had to do, but he probably did a little bit more, bro, to get ready for this fight. And once he got into that shit, he couldn't pull the trigger that he wanted to pull. And I think, like you say, bro, once he got caught and got hit and got hurt, I think that was playing a little bit on his mental as well because he got his ass cracked a couple times in that fight, bro. So it's like, damn, he was trying to hold on and shit like that. He was in there, you know, steady bringing the walk. It's like you say, when you in that motherfucker and you know you having an off night and then you hit this motherfucker and know you can't hurt him, I think something in the back of your head do be like, man, let me not get knocked out in this motherfucker. Like,
I'm telling you.
Not get knocked out in this bitch and, you know, live and fight another fight.
He went into like I just got to keep him off me and, you know, I'm going to stay busy and, you know, like that, you know, I'm fighting back. Nah, but you're not fighting to win. You fighting to keep them off you, and that's two different things. So that was tough. I was like, man, just like you just got old overnight. I don't necessarily want to say necessarily overnight, but just think about what his trainer was saying, like how many fights you got, how long you've been pro, like the inactivity, just not fighting as often. And I was like, man, because that shit could, it could catch up to you in the long run. Because when you start to hit them 30s, man, that shit just different. That window, like that prime shit is over with. You know what I'm saying? You more than likely out of that. You know what I'm saying? But you still not a shot fighter, but you at the tail end. You get me where you got you on limited. You know what I mean? You on borrowed time. You probably got a few fights realistically left. Because unless you press for money and you trying to grab up titles, I don't see what the incentive is to stick around and keep messing with these young boys.
Yeah, I feel you on that part too. But sometimes, like I say, these niggas, they still be feeling good, bro. Like, you still be feeling good. And I think it comes to the point where I think they go box as long as they feel like, because it don't be about the money. Be like, this your job, this your profession, bro. Some cats, I ain't gonna say they don't know how to walk away. Some cats do be having a plan. Let me get as much as I can, especially you having a new family and shit like that. So I think with Caleb, I think he still think he got something in the tank, because he ain't talking about no retirement and shit like that. He's saying shit, we're going back to the drawing board and we're gonna come back. So I think at this stage, I think you do go out there and try to get your just due and try to get as much money as you can at the, because sometimes when it's coming to an end. You feel me? So that nigga probably got about 3 more fights in him. Let me try to get
right.
as much
Yeah, I swear I was just thinking that 2-3 more fights. I promise.
Let me get as much as I can and just go ahead.
And that's if he winning these shits too.
And that's if he winning.
See, if he winning. Yeah, so we'll see. But I'm gonna always rock with Caleb, though. I just hate to see him lose like that. You know what I mean? I definitely want to see him get that particular win and get the Charlo fight going, man. I think boxing would have been better off with it, but I still hope they can make it happen despite what happened. At least Charlo did win.
Most definitely. I'm with you on that too, bro. Like, it's like once they build enough fights, like, then these fights that we've been wanting to see, like these the fights that we want to see, like, because we know the little buzz. Like Charlo going there fight Resendez, like, okay, but ain't nobody gonna really, motherfuckers gonna forget that Resendez is the one that BK'd him Plant in the last fight. You feel me?
Yeah, he could have overlooked him, Zoom. That's possible. It's very possible, bro. It just is. Whenever you got playing, sometimes the guy was playing spoiler the whole time. He never quit. He was always fighting to try to win. He never was just trying to be an opponent. He was trying to win the whole time, man. You just can't, like Coach said, man, you can't measure somebody's ambition on paper, because he really wanted it. He was talking about having a baby and stuff too, and he had a much different point than Caleb. So, his hunger just could have hit different, But shout out to everybody, man. That's my time for today, man. Another dope build in the books, man. I appreciate everybody that pulled up and rocked out with your boy for another dope build on this good Monday. Y'all make sure y'all enjoy the rest of this night, man. And y'all pull back up tomorrow, 4 p.m. We're going to build on this boxing one more game, how we always do. So with that, appreciate the love, man. Peace to the fam. Your boy about to go get some nourishment now. But much love, we out.
Yo, you know the deal. We back again. We never slacking. Word 'em up. Ladies and guys, whether if you drunk or you high, it's time to pay respects to the illest man alive. If you think you got a point, he'll shrink you down to size. And from there it's downhill like a slinky or a slide. Open your eyes, got a deep connection with the rise, so you might see them jump in whenever they go live. Peep it, this channel blowing up now, it's not a secret. With tons of exclusive interviews to listen to. Them other channels I hate, but yo, they missing clues. They start narratives, sip the goose and twist the truth. It don't take a rocket scientist to get the proof. Just click the live at 4 p.m. Eastern time. But when you chime in, make sure you keep it kind. But if cowards want to debate, then it's feasting time. My man Jusdu shine, busy all the time. Grind 24/7, 365. Videos he might have 365. My rhyme sick, they make you do a 365. You get a rich if you think you fit to survive. It's Jusdueboxing, time to click the live. Ain't no beginners, if you soft, you ain't down to ride. I crush you, respect too, it's Jusdu. He got the illest boxing show on the internet. The boy been a threat and he ain't even had dinner yet. Word 'em up. Yeah. You know what time it is. $4 p.m. Eastern. Click the link.